Hello everyone, and welcome back to Dex Save, the Exandrian Adventures. I am Andrew Lightwood, I'm the DM, and around the table we have...
I'm Jonah, and I play Garm, the Dragonborn Paladin.
I'm Brianna, I play Note, the Kenku Rogue.
I'm Will, I play the Orc Fighter known as Morzog.
I'm David, I play the Elven Bard Jethro Chanson.
I am Kayla Lightwood, and I play Orana Nagaranwin, the Water Genasi Druid.
That is such a mouthful every time you say it.
I want her to do it our way, but no. She has to go back to the normal way to do shit.
I'm the one that came up with the damn thing.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, huh?
No, I did it first.
No.
Yeah, I knew you very... Anyway. Last time we left off. The evil mastermind known as Stallmast had been defeated. The party then recollected what it is that they had figured out and where it is they needed to go. But in fear of a possible attack on his father, Morzog had convinced the group to stop by the many hosts of Igorthad to send his twin brothers to investigate to make sure that the family was okay. And so their journey began as they made their way toward Felderwind. But about halfway through, they ran into a furry companion who they figured out was named Bastion, a brown and black wolf dog that had seemingly come upon their camp and had instantly made friends. They had made it to Felderwind, where they acquired a boat. Everybody piling in, they made their way down the river, passing through the mountain pass that crossed the border into Jorhas. Upon making it across the border, they disembarked. And I believe we ended the session right as you guys were outside of the many hosts itself. As you didn't... where you guys stopped was not that far from where it was, so...
Yeah, we had to head north a little ways.
Mm-hmm. So this little section is familiar to you all, as you've been here before. Cresting across a small hill, you see the collection of villages that are basically all shoved together to make the many hosts itself. Drawing closer to the city itself, the guards that watch the borders of the town, instantly recognize you from your last encounter and invite you in. The last time that you saw your brothers, there it is. Was, I believe, in R.U.L.E.S, the orc part of the city, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Given the information you were previously bestowed by Zan and Zor, they were there to keep watch to make sure that the Empire made no moves against Jorhas and vice versa. Basically, Border Patrol. The current air is about the same as it was last time. Just a din of everybody staying busy. No increased activity. But you can hear the clang of metal on metal as you pass an orcish blacksmith You can smell food being cooked off in the distance.
Okay.
Where would you like to go?
Onward, Morzarg.
Well, I'd probably go last known location that I seen him and work my way back from there.
The last known location that you guys had talked was the
So yes,
what was basically their tavern. Just a small stone building that had a mug basically etched or chiseled into the side of it to show exactly what it was. Upon going in, the denizens inside are it's not very busy. There are a couple of people that seem to be, taking a break from the heat of the day. But upon inspection, no Xan or Zor.
Well, I'm gonna ask around and see if anyone's seen the twins.
Okay.
Now, are they twins or are you all three triplets?
They're twins.
Okay.
You weren't with us when
No.
this year.
Remind me again, because I always get it wrong. They're older than you, correct?
No.
No, you're older than that. Okay.
Big Brother's watching.
Yeah. I'm the oldest of the three.
I always get it wrong. For some reason, I always go, oh yeah, the twins are older. Nope.
Nope.
So there is a basically a bartender up there that is currently polishing off a few glasses and setting them down, and one of the tables seems to have two orcish gentlemen in light armor. A couple of bows have been set down, leaning against the table. And quivers lay at their side. So it's up to you who you want to inquire.
I'm inquiring the room.
Inquire. So just a
Hi! Pretty much. Hi.
You scream out and everybody kind of looks over like.
I'm looking for the orc twins. Zen and Zor. Anyone know where they're currently at?
One of the bowmen finishes taking the sip he was taking and sets his glass down and goes, yeah, they're over on the eastern side, on the border.
On the border or on the border of town?
Border of town, where he's referring to where the town meets another town, basically.
Yeah. Alright, thanks. Just dip my head back out.
Just like shove your head through the door.
Pretty much.
Which-
Like,
Which direction of town?
he said east.
East.
Better, I think you like popped your head into an open window. Just yelled.
Just popped in. Hi!
Just through the wall.
Yeah.
Just there's a broken hole in the wall.
Just Kool-Aid man it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then you see 6 other holes where he's clearly done it before.
How may have been here one at a time?
No, you just went down the houses before you
Oh,
got to the
yeah.
bar.
I just kept doing buildings.
Building to building.
Me and my
searching.
axe, and there's just blood streams out each of the doors, like that Reaper meme.
So, making your way east, you wind through the various stone-made buildings. Every now and again, you'll pass by a business that, kind of like the tavern, they just have basically a symbol etched into the side by the doors, so people tell what is what.
Basic bitches.
You make your way over to where there is a definitive line. Where you can see that the stone buildings of R.U.L.E.S stop until it branches over into another part of the city that looks like it's more so less stone buildings and more like bunkers. Like places that have been dug into the earth a little ways to give kind of an underground feel. You see Zan and Zor sitting there conversing with a female drow that you had encountered before briefly, as well as a mountain of a orc, a large single-headed great axe slung across his back as he wears thick hide and leather armors. The sides of the head have been shaved, and the hair has been pulled back and braided from the crown of the head down across his back. Multiple little kind of like bone pieces are weaved into it to kind of maybe give it some kind of ceremonial importance. They stand there conversing for a bit as you walk up.
What color is this orc?
This one is green.
I think I've seen too many ads for the
Raid Shadow Legends.
Because I've seen the one dude.
Oh god.
That's exactly what
Wow.
I thought.
Not quite. Think David's hair, but longer.
My hair's pretty long. How long?
Yeah, but like this goes down to like his waist.
Like
Oh,
ass crack.
okay. That's fair. I don't want to do that because I feel like that's messy.
You think?
Hair ties. You're fine.
That's
Or
true.
or Khal Drogo.
Yeah.
Yeah. From Game of Thrones, if you remember that.
Hair ties doesn't prevent the loose hair going in the ass crack.
It's very fair. But, you know, this is an option for whenever you need to go to the bathroom.
That's
So,
true.
as someone who used to have hair down to her ass crack.
I mean, my grandpa had hair down like past his butt, and he's like, "Yeah, I just stick it in my shirt and pants." I'm like, "No, what? There's tangling that can happen there. That's just not smart."
No.
Anyway, that's why I keep my hair up all the time.
As you approach, the conversation seems to kind of die down as they notice footsteps coming toward them, and all four turn to kind of meet your gaze.
I think it's time for us to go home.
Go home?
Go home.
Why?
I think you two need to go stay with Dad for a little bit.
Any reasoning?
An insinuating threat has been made on the lives of the family.
By who?
Man,
You give us a name. We'll go find them.
No, you go home, make sure Dad's okay. I need you to stay there because I trust you two to defend him in case something were to happen.
What about you? What are you gonna go do?
I'm gonna go kill the motherfucker that made the threat. What do you think? What do you expect me to go do?
Probably go kill the motherfucker who made the threat.
Yeah, that's why I'm sending you home. I need someone I can trust there to, keep an eye on Dad. And you're better together than out here in the middle of DFA.
I mean, any details we need? I mean, where have you been? What have you done? Who is this guy?
I've done a lot of shit, did a lot of things. I just need you to go home and just keep Dad safe, keep yourself safe. And trust nobody in the...
Make a persuasion check.
No one in the dynasty. Yeah, my persuasion is shit, though, I believe. What's my persuasion?
With advantage because older brother?
Yeah,
Not sure, is there an intimidation factor to this?
yeah, right.
This is less to get them to do it and more of a get them to stop questioning, because right now they're just having
It's
a
an
lot of
18.
That's good. That's good.
Just not quite enough.
They look at you.
More of a knock it off and listen to what I say, damn it.
They look at you, and both of them definitely have an air of like, this, we have more questions. We
Mhm.
want to talk to you about it more, but you're giving off the air of right now, this is a thing that needs to happen.
This is important, go do it. Listen to me, damn it, and don't argue with me.
We can talk later.
Yeah.
Alright, give us a minute to set things up for our absence. and we'll call it an emergency and head home. We'll have to get a few horses and
Yeah.
we'll make it there. And Morzog, be careful. Whatever it is you're doing, I mean, if he can threaten the family from wherever he is, just be careful.
We can take care of ourselves. We always have. Do we need to go to Roshana for anything? Do we need to go further into your house before?
It was only to, go protect your dad or check on him or whatever, and then that one thing. But if you don't want to do that, then we don't have to. Because I
well-
believe we weren't going to, but you did mention it.
That's just of that's our information, not their
Okay.
information unless needed kind of thing. So I don't know. Well, I mean, I didn't know if we wanted to go up, if y'all wanted to explore the dynasty kind of thing.
I am always up for killing and treasure, but you can get that anywhere. So.
Yeah. Because I don't think we need any interaction with the dynasty, but
I mean, we have a
I
couple
mean-
places we need to go, so.
well, we got a couple things to do. Where do we need to go for? Because isn't what's her fuck up in the dynasty, where he's been being delivered shit? Where do we have to head for that again? Because I thought that was up in Roshana.
Den Hyphenos?
I need a map, damn it!
Map!
Give me the
Of
map.
the Kreen Dynasty.
Yeah, which is technically where we are.
Oh, okay. Well, then.
We're in the dynasty now, so. Because if it's on the way, we may just take the twins with us and drop them off at Dad's.
Map.
And make sure they get there. Then I have a map.
That means I have to deal with your brothers for that long.
Yeah, well.
I had a question about disguise self that I just thought about.
Do what?
So if I use disguise self,
Mhm.
and disguise myself as an orc,
Uh-huh.
would I be this tall orc?
Yes.
Yes.
You could sit on my shoulders.
That'd be funny. I could be a mini Morsong.
What was that name? No,
Den Hyphens.
because I don't see that on the map, unless I'm blind. I'm sure we could ask around and find out.
With your knowledge of how the government works in Rosona, Den Hyphenos is not a location. It is a family, basically.
Oh, yeah.
Because the ruling government of Rosona there is Queen Quack. Yes. My mind just blanked. There's the Bright Queen at the top, and then
Yeah.
underneath of her are the many dens
Yeah.
that are basically noble families.
I was about to say, that's quite the ruling system they got there. We go straight from queen to quack.
Yeah.
Shut up.
That's pretty much more Zog's feelings about the empire.
We go from
Or,
queen to quack.
Yeah. The dynasty.
Writes that in the notebook.
Yeah.
From
Whoa.
Queen to Quack.
I think maybe
The
a
twin-
dumb queen.
We'll
Not
go to
sure.
Roshana. We'll look into a couple things there. We'll have to keep a semi-low profile, but
Do you just want to hold on to that map?
yeah, I am
Okay.
for the time being. I'll be okay. But we should be able to travel up into Roshana without having too many problems. I mean, it's a bit of a travel around. Unless,
Oh, it won't take us 3 months.
it only takes 3 months, but if I remember right, there's a mountain range between us and there right now.
Shut up! Okay?
They're just never letting it go.
I heard the word 3 months and then 3 people looked at me. It's like, fuck y'all.
We can take the easy way and go all the way around, or we could cross through the wildwood and take, cut a little bit of time off our
I don't know, are Tweedledee and Tweedledum worth their snuff?
Yeah, they'll be alright. They survived this long, so.
That doesn't mean shit.
Right. No, they'll be alright. I have faith.
Surprised they have nothing to say about me calling them Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
So you'll want to head to Rasona.
Yeah. Instead of ruining Drew's all his notes and plans that he's obviously done the last 2 weeks.
Actually, the notes and plans I've made are like a tree system of are they going to go here, are they going to go here, and are they going to go here?
You seriously need to learn improv.
Improv's hard though. It takes a while.
Know your shit about your world, and you can just make up
I know-
everything else.
I know plenty of shit about my world, but you guys still throw
We
me for a curveball.
you gotta admit we throw a lot of weird shit at him. I mean we really
Very.
just
But you have to pretend
I know.
like you know everything and anticipated everything.
yeah, but you know he's learning. It's all right.
How do you feel about having pink hair for an hour?
Oh hell yeah!
You're saying
I'm so fucking loopy.
what was it you said was your second suggestion?
We're gonna
Go the
on
long
a
way
deep
around
walk.
or do what?
We go the long way around and we gotta cut through the Vermalock
Who's looking
Wildwood.
through this?
Gotcha.
It cuts a little bit of time off it. Actually, a lot of bit of time off it instead of making a fucking almost full circle.
I mean,
Crossing
so
the
long
mountain,
as,
crossing the
Makes
mountain doesn't
sense.
take too long.
It should work.
But we can cut
So
right
pink.
along there.
So your hair's pink for an hour.
so long as
So-
Tweedledee and Tweedledum can
Yeah.
hold their own, we can go through.
I'll do paint and then take some of that glowing.
Even if they
Sure.
can, I'm pretty sure the five of us will be
Run it
able to
through.
defend whatever we need to. So
Pink with like.
Okay, but if we have
highlights.
dead weight, then that's going to make it harder to go through a forest that likely has a bunch of baddies.
you know, they won't be any louder than me and the Dragonborn over here walking around in full armor. So
That's
I
fair.
mean,
If I get attacked by another tree, I'm burning the forest to the ground.
yeah, I'm all for it.
If you give me some time, if you give me some time, I can change your armor color for an hour.
Oh boy. I need to find better armor. I'm gonna have to start looking for it here soon.
If you need to hide again, I can change it black.
Yeah.
I might levitate. We can just have you guys levitate the whole way, so you wouldn't make any footsteps.
Yeah.
That would just give them straight rolls on their shit
Yeah, that's
instead of
that's
disadvantage.
straight rolls, yeah.
That just think of it. How high is levitate?
I like
Like
it.
60
Set it up
feet,
again.
ain't it?
I think it can
Levitate.
be up to 60 feet.
Yeah, levitate's up to 60.
But levitate's not like fly.
Yeah,
where you
fly,
levitate
you
is
have-
I'm going up and
go.
down, up and down, up and
Well, like fly, you have control. Levitate, I'm moving. So I think
Yeah.
levitate, and then you remember the scene from Up, whenever they tie the garden hose around them and just pull the
Yeah.
house in the air.
down. That's
It's
kind
like that.
I'm a floating mortal at that point.
Because if you were in the forest doing whatever people do in the forest, and
People do a
you
lot
just
of
saw
things in the forest.
in the distance a floating Dragonborn and Morzarg,
You mind your fucking business. That's what you do.
What the fuck? No, not today. Not today, Satan.
That's not a. Let's investigate. That's a. I'm good.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Alright, what are we doing?
I would say our best bet right now to find the information we need would be to go to Ursula, but
Right.
that's kind of up to everyone else in the party, isn't it?
I'm good for whatever.
We have other shit we can do. I mean, we don't technically have to go right now if we don't want to. So
I'm gonna ask Tweedledee and Tweedledum, do you guys know of any red or gold dragons?
Dragons.
yeah, you
Yeah.
wouldn't get anything out of Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
I figured I'd fucking ask.
They both look at each other, both look at you, and start laughing.
Yeah, no,
Worth a shot.
they're more of corn-fed meatheads, okay, than anything else.
Okay,
Hey,
but they're
whoa now.
part of an army.
Meat-fed meatheads.
Yeah. I can point to a majority of our army, which all due respect, a lot of them are meatheads. I mean,
Oh, I thought you threw a dice over your shoulder.
No,
I was
I
really
know.
confused.
Push my hand.
You got
and
pissed
knocked
off
a
of the dice so
pencil
bad
out.
that you just threw the dice.
so
Oh, I was reading a story
That's a
about
Laura Bailey move right there.
Oh,
about a D&D group who were playing in a basement whenever they were teenagers, and this guy had an epic fail on one of his dice, and so he threw it into the insulation that was in the wall, and never went to go grab it, like he forgot about it, so it's just forever immortalized in
Yeah.
the wall, because
That's how I
then they
wanna
put
do
up
mine.
sheetrock afterwards.
That's what I want to do with my dice for
Well,
last
that's-
week. I mean,
Like when
I know
Marisha
a guy.
got like those 3 nat ones at that live show, and she goes to chuck it, and then she looks out in the crowd and goes, "No, you're not getting this dice."
It was the opal one that she had
Yeah.
just bought,
Yeah.
spent a lot of money on, and
And
it
it
just
was-
kept rolling
yeah.
shitty.
Rolling
Seems like he was
shit.
going to jail.
So
I plan on making a dice jail.
Wormwood actually sent Laura Bailey a dice jail called the Bailey Break, and it's just a tiny little octagonal little jail cell. You open up a little hatch and you stick a dice in there, and you can see it through the bars.
It needs to be a lot bigger than a tiny little hole.
Yeah.
you can buy them though.
I just have a shame jar. It's just a jar of
Shame.
dice that need to be
That's
shamed.
gonna be a thing we do in the middle of the table of just the jar of shame.
And
Like
and
every time I
rework it.
think about it, I let them out, and if any of them rolls a nat 20, they get out. And so it's really full right now.
Earn your
miniature
release.
jail, like a whole set with different cells, and each one has a little door on top, so that you can.
It's cool. That's cool. I like it.
For good dice, I want to build like a hamster tube city. Send them down. It's a really elaborate dice tower. It takes 10 minutes.
It's like the size of a cat tree.
Yeah, I mean, it's ceiling to floor and somehow back up. There's a motor.
Well, if you guys are gonna go with us, then we can get more horses.
Yeah, we probably won't be able to pull the whole badge trick again.
I don't know.
I mean, they're part of the military. Can't they just get us horses for free?
Probably not, but they try.
I mean, we'll cover the horses.
Oh well, hell, if you're paying, then fine.
We only need 4.
She's this
She rides
big.
with me.
Yeah.
Unless she's learning Orcish, and then she rides with him. But most of the time she rides with me.
Right. Well, we'll be right back then.
I call them morons in Undercommon.
I write it down in my notebook.
They do not understand what you just said, and they walk away.
Didn't figure.
Or you know that word. You already told me cuss words. Oh no, that wouldn't be
Oh,
a
That's
cuss
not a
word.
cuss word. That's just an insult.
It's a cuss word to know.
Big difference.
Elrana, I can dye their hair purple.
They're tan. Hmm.
I say, in
They
her
look like
comic,
troll
I'll pay
dolls.
you 2 in one. I'll pay you 2 1 crucible to fuck off and hurry up.
Absolutely.
The comic?
Yes.
Yeah, they.
One purple, what's the other color?
No clue what
'Cause
you're
we
saying.
don't want
I
Oh,
forget that
sorry.
I know another language.
purple. His hair's pink.
That's
Hmm.
true. We change. What
You
about
only
like,
know
what
one
about like a
language?
teal,
Yes.
like a neon teal, like
What's
that
your
kind of like
intelligence?
obnoxious blue?
Awful.
Okay.
When they come back, I'm using his prestidigitation can change his
0.
color for an hour too. I'm changing there. One of them, his hair color is going to be bright purple, and the other one is going to be bright teal.
Okay.
He also just changed into a small orc just to throw him off.
I
But
could,
no one
but
say anything so they don't notice. Just let it.
It's gonna be Merrick all over again.
it.
No, I am an orc. Very much a halfling.
Yeah.
Rolls great on persuasion.
Dude, I rolled
Guess
so
it's an
good
orc.
for that.
As
I
you-
rolled so good for that.
As they come back with the horses, you change their hair color. They start passing them off to each one of you, whoever is going to ride what.
I was going to make myself a mini more.
As- As they start to climb aboard their saddles, they both kind of look at each other and just go,
Oh, so they don't
So,
realize
no,
it's
they
happened
don't.
to them.
They
just-
think it's the yeah, it's the other, happened to the other one, not them.
Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
And then, dude, where's my card?
"What's my tattoo say? Dude. What's mine say? Sweet."
That.
Fucking Christ.
This is a very important question. Am I bigger than the twins?
Sure, how
no.
tall are they?
They're
No.
slightly
They're-
shorter
they're-
than me.
They're yeah,
Sad.
Big sad.
like you're getting there, but they're still pretty tall. So you all climb aboard your steeds, and you are escorted through to the what is basically a road. It's not as how do I say it? It's not as well worn as you would see in like you had seen in the Empire, where it was very much a road, no mistaking, This one doesn't. This one seems a little more, like nature is striving very hard to take back over the trampled earth. But you can see how it snakes up.
On a ride, can you teach me more insults?
Sure thing.
Excuse me. Ha. Okay. Okay, so the first half hour to an hour and a half of this trip is mostly just grasslands like the rest of it has been. After about your second hour, you come up to a small collection of trees, kind of like it wants to be a forest, but the trees aren't thick enough. You can see a large glittering lake on the other side of this this small glade, I guess.
Question.
Yes.
Is Bastion still with us?
Yes. The dog has been following you.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Okay.
And now that you're back on the road and you guys are riding on horses, he'll like come up and he'll like weave between the horses and just kind of pay attention to all of them. And like he was before, he'll like run off and go chase something, but then he'll immediately come back and.
Okay. I just want to make sure he was still with us.
Yeah, Bastion is a very much a presence, and if he thinks that nobody is paying attention, he will make himself known.
That is never accurate. I'm always paying attention.
That's fair.
He's a good boy.
It's not Morzok and Garm that are gonna roll low stealth. It's Bastion who's just spazzing.
Bastion's like, attention!
Rabbit. Bastion's stealth is he goes on belly crawl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
M small.
but his hind end is straight up, so just his front's low.
The little character card says, roll stealth at disadvantage as if wearing heavy armor. So you pass by this this small glade until you come to a wooden bridge that is about a little less than 15 foot wide. Probably goes, I'd say probably about 20 feet across. This as this lake kind of condenses down and bottlenecks into a river that heads from, let's see, the lake is at the west, so the river's going east. And it looks pretty stable.
Does anybody need a bath?
Does Bastion need that?
Go in the water? No, that seems back.
I can throw you off after.
Always.
Water genacity. I don't think that matters too much.
There, that's better.
Want to go send one person over just to, check the stability?
I'm sure there aren't any Billy Goods and all that jazz.
Or can I just check the, it's made out of wood, so can I just, make a judgment as a druid? Does it seem sound? Does it wet drop, dry rot,
You don't.
ridden with termites?
You.
That's true.
Got a troll underneath?
Make a perception check.
You roll that dice.
21.
It looks like a well-made bridge that you don't see any dry rot. Hard to tell if there's any termites, but you don't see anything wrong with it. As you're investigating it, I don't know. Bastion just off to the other side, turns around and looks at you and is just like,
You're a lot lighter than we are, asshole.
If you make Zoe go off because you're doing that, I'm gonna laugh my ass off.
I didn't mean for it to be that loud.
Jesse and Bella was on a walk yesterday, so they swung by the house. So Bella got to come visit Guinness at Guinness's house. Well, the cutest thing ever was them both looking out the window that Guinness likes to sit and watch out. But Bella's not a city dog, so she barks at everyone that walks by at every sound. She's getting old, but she gets that real like long neck out and that real flat face. And, and then it sets Guinness off. Oh, we're barking at shit now? I'm like, no.
Okay. Go across.
Barks, other dog, you son of a bitch, I'm in.
Yeah, right? Sold.
You're going across first?
I mean, I can go across. I have good dex, but we're worried about it.
You're on a
being
horse.
dexing. Oh, yeah, I am on a horse.
You can jump off the horse really quick.
Yeah.
Just walk your
Jump off the horse for a while,
So
then.
you pull your horse to...
You mean note?
Yeah, you and Note head across. You can hear the horse hooves clopping against the wood of the bridge. You make it through okay.
Same sound to me.
You can hear the water rushing underneath as it kind of gets broken apart by the long posts that dig down into the
If anybody
ground.
falls in, we'll lose the horse, but you can at least save the rider.
It's very true.
Maybe able to save the horse. You never know.
I mean, it's just a river. It goes from a lake into a river. How big is this river? Well, I
You
mean,
said
the thing's
about
only 20 feet
20 feet
across.
across.
So.
How big is it and how fast is it?
The current
It's
seems to be
the
going pretty healthy. It doesn't look like rapids or anything,
Okay.
but it's a
Then-
pretty healthy
But
current.
it's the only drainage out of that lake, too, so.
Jethro's going across the bridge then.
Okay, Jethro, you are next. You head across. Everything seems pretty okay.
There's
Alright.
forward.
Can handle my thick thighs, then I think
Away.
we'll be okay.
Yeah.
Well, see, between me, Note, and the horse, I'm pretty sure that equates to at least one of all of you. So,
That's,
Yeah, but not one of us and the horse.
that's fair.
If you're really worried about it, you can walk across and I'll lead your horse.
No. We
What's
can
your-
cross the...
How much do you weigh? 3 something?
It's about 350 with everything, I believe, is where...
Okay, yeah, so me and Note, and then the horse. You should theoretically be equivalent to me and Note. Because Note's like 100 pounds, right? Almost 100 pounds? Yeah.
So Note and Elrana and Jethro make it across.
And
Who?
you said
Yeah,
you go
forward.
Yeah.
Garm goes across. Everything's fine.
Yeah, I'm okay. Keep on going.
Morzok, Zan, Zor, all of you cross the bridge. Everything seems fine.
The bridge collapses.
Cross, yeah.
I made a friend.
You can see now that you currently stand what is in the very last bit of nature for the for not even a quarter mile. The grass seems to give way to the sight that you are very, very, very familiar with, Morzog. As it transitions from this lush green grass that was basically most of southern Jorhas into wasteland. Nothing but a gray, tan sand. Not sand. I mean, the only thing I can explain is wasteland. It's just, it's desolate. You see a glint off to your
I thought we were down here.
to your east of a little patch of like a red color, like a deep maroon red, but everything else is just this gray tan color. No life, no nothing. It's just barren.
Any pretty rocks?
Sure, can me and Note roll for pretty rocks?
Do what?
Can we roll for pretty rocks?
Sure. Make
Roll
an
for the pretty
investigation
rocks.
check.
8.
Wrong one. 15.
Both you kind of look across the ground and give a quick glance, and no pretty rocks.
I'm just gonna shove a handful of dirt in my pocket.
Pocket sand.
Pocket sand.
Is there a damage
So-
modifier, like a damage for pocket sand?
They have disadvantage.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you imply it that way later on, we'll find out.
Okay, well, I got a pocket full of dirt. Here we go.
Okay.
I got a pocket full of dirt. Yeah.
To the group and the twins, I'm gonna ask whether they'd prefer to go through the Wildwood or up to the Hollowed Path and over. Because
Zan and Zor both. I mean, we would save a lot of time, but
you need to go through the Wildwood, though.
But the Wildwood is. I mean,
Yeah.
we might be okay because there's enough of us, but
Yeah.
there,
We lose a lot of time going up to the Hollowed Path, kind of thing.
There might be some resistance going through the wood.
And we're here.
But I mean,
I think
we're down for going in the wood.
Yeah, you always are. I mean, how does everyone else feel on it? Do you just want to go up the path of least resistance, or do we want to take the shortest route available?
I don't know. You gotta burn down the forest if we go through the forest.
Well, if a tree tries to kill me again, fucking maybe.
If 17 trees show up and try to kill me, I might burn the forest to the ground.
I mean, I have no intentions of burning down the Wildwood, no. But you piss me off, well, maybe. You know how this works.
If it's like 2 trees,
I don't know. If I almost die again, I mean, it may burn down the forest. But no, I have no plans to burn down the forest currently. I mean, it's pretty and red.
I look down Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
How many hours
Do they
would it
appear
take
like
to
they're
cross the right
pyromancers?
here?
It depends on how well we move through the
One is carrying a long sword, and one has
What we
twin
did.
short swords.
what we were caught up
Not what I meant, but okay.
on. Perception check to see how well they are.
Are they a firebug?
Oh,
Are they? She wants to know: are they going to burn down the forest?
insight check. I guess.
I'm telling you, they're not going to burn down the forest.
19.
I mean, as kids, we always kind of went, and it's still there. So
Doesn't seem like it. They don't seem
No,
like the
I rolled a
kind-
19. Tell me their deepest, darkest secrets.
No,
no,
Zor has herpes.
I believe
Of
that.
course he does. Fucking man whore.
I believe that.
I wasn't gonna hit that anyway. I mean, I might hit it. But you know, not
scratches
Jeffrey hit
his
it.
name out of my notebook.
Yeah, I'd hit that with a bat.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I guess you've never actually been properly introduced.
Yeah, no, I'm just admiring from
Just,
afar.
yeah, okay.
You see, you. Really? Fuck.
'Cause we
Oh
met-
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We met him in Humperdinck.
This is
Yeah,
all.
so-
This is all new to me. I'm just staying posted up behind
So,
Morzog.
so just to give a brief description, you see two twin orcs with facial features not far from how Morzog looks, except Morzog's lower jaw is mostly covered up by the beard that he keeps. These two have more like trim, clean cut facial hair.
So they're like slightly preppy.
They have to for military.
Well,
That's
one
fair.
of them keeps their hair nice and short and a little spiked up in the front a little bit, while the other one has this long braid that comes down. Head's full of hair, no shave, but keeps a head full of hair that's pulled back and braided down to about the small of his back.
Full of hair, but professional.
And one of them, the one with the spiked cut, has twin short swords. Both of them wearing like hide leather kind of armor.
Okay.
And
Zan
the
is
other
the
one,
one that looks like the scout with the two short swords. The more
Okay.
bruiser ones are.
yeah, and the other
I've
one
already forgotten
carries this long great sword slung over.
They're both tan, but that's what they look like.
Yeah.
Okay. Where are we at for
Zan
height?
has short swords?
Like how tall?
Yeah.
They're
'Cause I know they're shorter than you.
Probably like 2 inches shorter than I am.
Okay.
3 inches shorter than I am.
I'm not gonna lie, I expected Zor to be the one with the short swords.
No, Zor's the bruiser type.
Okay, but he also did a lot of the sneak sticking. Or attempting to.
Yeah. They just try to one-up each other.
So
He's not very good at the sneak stick. He tries, but he's not very good.
So Morzok, you're familiar with the Wildwood.
Yes.
Okay, well then I'm gonna, as Jethro, defer to Morzok's judgment on whether or not we should go through the Wildwood.
Can you make an intelligence check for me, Morzok?
Why? I'm big dumb.
Because I said so.
DC's absolutely low because
19.
That was good.
Feel the wrath of Big Dumb.
Feel the wrath of big dumb.
What?
Well, not that dumb. It's a +1. So, I mean.
So, what you know about the
Okay.
what you
Not great.
what
Gotcha.
you know about the
Into
Wildwood, and you can choose to impart this knowledge or or keep it to yourself. The Wildwood is pretty inhabited with various odd-looking monsters that have been twisted from the battle between the gods and the prime deities and the betrayer gods. The magics that were imparted both ways have taken what is normally considered a quote-unquote normal-looking monster and have just twisted its features or its abilities in some way, shape, or form to be abnormal.
So we're talking Fallout.
Huh?
So we're talking Fallout.
Kinda, yeah.
It's a rough place, but
Would there be?
I figure we do a
What?
big enough presence, we're not going to be fucked with.
That
I
would be
mean,
a-
that's not entirely. I mean,
we
I
do
could be
make a big
wrong.
enough presence though, so like that's kind of impossible to
You
ignore.
also do
No,
know.
that's what I'm saying is if we make a big enough presence, we're likely to be left alone. as
You also
well, so.
do know that in this close to the dynasty, this is one of the main sources of timber.
Mhm.
And usually there are small logging camps that will stay along the tree line. They never venture into the wood. They will stay along the tree line and work their way in.
Well, technically the mine's on the inside of the woods, but
That's true. Actually,
and there is a small city inside the woods,
Before-
but not the direction we're going. So
before I go too far.
So, if I hypothetically burn the forest to the ground, they would take issue.
They would probably.
yeah, I mean, I would kind of take issue, and I'm not even a big fan of the Empire, so or the Dynasty. So
I'll keep it in mind. I'll take that. I'll take that one under advisement.
Oh, okay. All right. The twins kind of look, and Zan just goes, "Well, I guess we're going into the wood then." Is that the consensus?
it seems to be.
Zor looks at Zan. You don't even know the meaning of that word. I do too.
I read sometimes.
Put a sex to doubt.
Can we confirm which one had herpes?
Zor.
Was it Zor? Okay.
You got to make sure he
What's that
scratches
you
the right
spelled
name
it,
out of
that
the
you
book.
spelled it wrong.
I used an X.
Oh, I don't like.
Yeah, they're both spelled with X.
I assume just vibe-wise.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if we could have spelled, you could have spelled Morzog with an X in the middle instead of a Z. That would have been
Mhm.
awesome. Anyway,
Misplace.
Yeah. I
So-
had the name before I had the twins' name, so.
That's fair.
about this time, you take basically a hard right and start heading into the.
No.
No.
Northeast.
Northeast or? Well, yeah. Sorry,
I ain't taking a hard right
I
and then going
putting-
up the mountains
I
and
was
across
measuring.
the
I was
mountains.
measuring a little bit, and I
Yeah.
had put you guys in the middle of the road between Asarius and the river. So
Oh, that's fair.
taking a turn
Close enough.
taking a turn northeast to head across the wastes. As you guys travel, you spend the next couple of hours without issue. It's just as you walk across here, there's just a feeling of just this just horrible desolation. Like something in the pit of your stomach feels like almost the loss of what was probably lush, flora and fauna here, and is, it is empty.
Do that sometime.
So we're walking through the forest, or we're walking through the wastelands?
You're walking through the waste
That's a lot.
because you have to cross a little bit of the waste to get to the forest.
What's the forest called?
Is there such thing as like magical radiation?
Well, it's pretty much
Yeah,
what it is.
that's-
It's magical fallout. It's pretty much what it is.
So we're getting irradiated.
Well, no,
Not really.
That's what happened to the area.
It's a feeling of it. It's not something that's gonna poison you. It's just
I mean, it's not like
What were
walking
you
through
wanting to know the name
Hiroshima,
of?
Never mind, I
2
figured it
weeks
out.
after the
Okay.
bomb was dropped. But
yeah. You guys are basically looking at like what is the aftermath of Hiroshima, kind of like desolation and barren wasteland. As you're walking, when you know how Bastion was like jumping in bushes and being really playful, he has now absolved himself to like
Staying with
being
the
off
rest of
being off to the side and is just kind of looking around like very warily.
yeah, that's what happens when you cross out in the middle of a fucking open.
About this time, you can see that the sun has started to kind of hit the crest of the Penumbra Range off in the distance, and the colors of orange and gold and purple start to signal the sun setting.
Is it great?
Zan starts pulling off to the side and is like, maybe we should
We'll stop, make camp.
you can kind of see
No.
you can kind of see off to your like leftish area is like a tiny little like just basically a ring of trees. They don't look very big or anything. They're kind of skinny, green tops, but just like a last surviving tiny little glade. We could try and take cover over there.
No, we don't need to disturb the trees. We have our own measures for our safety.
Okay. Quizzically looking at you.
Yes. Note if you would be so kind. And I'll take the other half, and then we'll do our half circles.
I'm gonna sit and do the bongos like last time.
So, with musical inspiration,
Yeah.
you erect your Motel 6. Motel 9.
Yeah.
Tavern 9.
And everybody takes cover. Xanons will look at you like, nice digs.
That tends to keep us safe.
Where'd you learn to do that?
Why do you think I left to go for travel?
Okay.
So
They
you
just
could
kind of
move dirt.
they just kind of
Mhm.
make themselves
So I can move
comfortable.
dirt. I travel the world so I can move dirt.
Morzok really wants to get into hotel management,
Yeah.
so that's pretty much it.
That's his
Have to
retire-
get the experience first in order to have that underneath your belt. To have it
level
successful.
level 20. You have slain some crazy godlike beast, and now you are the manager of a motel
Who
chain.
runs a bed and breakfast?
Runs a bed and breakfast.
I'm that legendary adventurer.
Hey, that's what Raven did.
Morzog's motels.
Yep.
And Raven opened up a bar.
Bar and tavern?
You all take cover as the sun has now gone below the peaks, and so now the sky is just filled with a multicolored reddish rainbow of
I mean, it is awfully pretty out here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with all the, gray and tan dirt.
Hey, have you ever been in the desert during
I was
the
gonna
sunset?
say the desert's still pretty regardless
Yeah,
of
it's
all the
fucking
gray.
beautiful.
Jethro's gonna do that thing where he's looking up so intently that he like falls backwards because he's a little stupid.
So, watch order of who this evening?
I'll go first. I found a dog last time.
Very true.
Normally it's been you, her, me.
I'll take a watch.
I would say I don't care who does what, but we need to always have watch. So
Yeah, I'll take first.
I'll take second.
wake the twins up for third. Let the rest of us sleep.
Both of
Okay.
them?
Yep, wake them both up because I don't trust one without the other.
Oh, good. I get to wake him up. Create butter.
Yeah.
The entire time you guys have been preparing your sleeping quarters, Bastion has been sitting by the door and has been looking out with this constant, tenseness to his body. At the time that you guys decide to finally sleep and take watch, he has resigned to laying down. And he'll close his eyes for a little bit, but then he'll, open them up, sit up, and look around, and then lay back down.
Small naps.
I give him scourges and give him a snack to ease his spirit.
Which he does eat it, but he just kind of has this constant, the only time he feels relaxed is whenever he finally shuts his eyes. But he'll constantly, every 10-ish minutes, he'll stand up and then lay back down.
Can we sling the dog over a horse if need be, if he's exhausted tomorrow?
Yeah.
Honestly, I can carry the dog.
Someone
yeah.
can carry him.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in this party that can carry the dog.
Yeah, but while riding a horse?
Yes.
Okay.
No, there's two of us that can carry the dog. We're not letting the twins carry the dog.
There's two of us that can carry the horse.
No, I just meant balance-wise.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Why with that one? It already screwed you once. Use the other one at least. Jesus.
It's too late now.
I know, but for future reference.
9.
With advantage, because doggo?
Always advantage because doggo.
Sure, I'll give you advantage because dog.
Hey, look,
Okay.
double digits.
17.
That's better.
You you look out on the wastes, just kind of keeping your eye out for anything that seems to be passing by, and nothing seems to be at least coming within your dark vision, and the dog doesn't seem to react to anything as far as sound or anything like that, so no seeming threat.
Alright.
Who's going next?
Me.
Yeah, that's what she's gonna make. She gets to wake the twins up. That's right.
So
I'll go wake up Elrana
okay.
and just
I'm gonna
kind of
be getting in on the
scoot the
pick
dog
on the
on.
That's fine. I'm gonna be getting in on the pick on the twins
Right.
train.
Didn't you already turn their hair teal?
Yeah, it only lasts an hour though.
Yeah.
No.
It faded a long time
Are the
ago.
twins sleeping next to each other?
Less next to each other and more
So their heads are close?
yeah.
Would you be opposed if I braided their hair together before
Do
you
it.
woke them up with water?
Do it.
Well,
Do it.
one of their hair is not that long.
Oh.
It is
Then
pretty.
the other one's really long though, the small back.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna take that and put a little bit of it in the other one's mouth, but lightly, because I assume they're snorers.
I would like you to make a sleight of hand check.
Should have woken me up.
Roll the other one.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's in detention.
Hey, look.
That's
Double fucking digits.
27.
Oh shit.
Damn. Yeah, he rolled an 8. Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
You slowly slip just a little bit of the tip of the braid just right in the mouth. Of course, you've had to prop the other one's mouth open just a little bit, so now you hear
Good shit.
Then I'll go to bed.
Okay. Ilrana, you're woken up and you head over to the entrance to the hut where Bastion lays. And as you kind of take your spot, he scooches closer to you and kind of rubs his fur against you.
I pet him. Is he acting weird for me too?
Yeah, he still has that air of being tense.
After about 20 minutes of that, I can speak with animals.
Sure. Can I speak
Everything
with him?
okay, bud?
Doesn't feel right here.
Feel right how?
It's just so dead.
Yeah, I know. I don't like it. Places aren't supposed to be like this.
You see his head visibly do this. and
Even in
shake back
sandy
and forth.
deserts, there's more life than this.
It's like there's just nothing here. And nothing wants to be here. I can feel it from my nose to my tail. It's a gross feeling.
We'll be out of here soon. Hopefully we can take a different way back.
I hope so.
That's all.
How long does that last, by the way?
10 minutes.
10 minutes? He lays his head down and closes his eyes to take another one of his like little naps. But he ends up not waking up.
In a
And
he's
you-
sleeping way?
yeah,
Or in a I need to go
he's-
murder hobo
no,
way?
in he's a sleeping.
Murder hobo. Was
Okay.
like,
That's
No,
the worst
and
way
the
to
way
kill him.
the way you know this is because as he after he's been still for a while, his head doesn't come up. He also turns on one side, and like his back is laying against you.
Now, question for the DM.
Sure.
What's the intelligence level of the dog?
Has to be above 6.
Because he can talk.
Well, he can talk with speaking animals.
I know, but there's... What's the intelligence level of the dog, Drew?
You are unsure.
I'm
Like-
still sus on whether he's an actual dog or not.
Well, no, like, I'm kind of... The second question. If we put speak with animals in the ring, then put the ring on the dog, could the dog talk to us whenever it wanted?
Unsure.
It would have to have the intelligence to be able to work magic,
That's
so it's...
what I'm saying. That's why, you know... I mean, you don't have to have overly high intelligence to work magic. Look at me, big dumb, but it works. You
Same.
know?
Bigger dump still works.
Yeah. So...
A standard doggo
Metagaming!
in 5e has an intelligence of 3.
That's standard doggo.
Mhm.
We don't know if we're working with standard doggo.
Exactly.
Say,
Because he can talk.
You are unsure as to intelligence level of dog.
I'm thinking husky level intelligence.
He
My
from
dog's pretty
from
dumb,
the standpoint
Poodle.
of being Morzog to looking at how this dog is acted,
Yeah.
like think of a border collie, like can understand 1,500 command words, know them all by heart, and what to do for them.
But then
kind of
still
thing.
derp into the screen door.
But then, I can still derp into the script. Hey man, Windex works really well.
I know. Taz used to do it all the fucking time.
There was a story about a young border collie that herded the neighbor's sheep into its owner's house.
I heard that one.
He's just trying to help.
Morzog.
Mm-hmm. What? Hollity hoobity way, murder hobo time? I'll do it.
Upon falling asleep, you are falling through darkness. Endless darkness. Before landing on your feet on solid white marble.
I have to expect to see Power Rangers.
A vision in kind of monochrome grays, whites, blacks that extends into a room that arcs up into a crystal-like spikes that extend again into platforms where 5 entities sit in a large dark chair, except one that sits in an intricate throne of molded crystal. A female drow in a beautiful ivory gown, her dark black-blue skin a stark contrast against it, has a 3-horned headdress on her head where snow-white hair drapes down past her shoulders. Beside her, a silvery staff with a glowing dodecahedron sits on top, and in front of her, kneeling, is a broad orc that you know as your father, Dakogrim. Dakogrim Shadowstep, you stand accused of deadly assault of a den member in his own home. How do you plead in your defense? I plead guilty only to striving to rid your kingdom of injustice and thievery, as Den Hythalis is allying with criminals to bring poison to your streets and threaten your crown. Do you have any physical proof? No, but I can... Then we are going on assumptions. We will investigate into this ourselves, and you will not be needed. The image fades like sand in the wind.
No, you're gonna have me overthrow an empire, aren't you, bud?
An image returns as a large room, seemingly a storage room, filled with boxes and barrels. Multiple drow lay dead on the floor with long slashes across their chest as Dakogrim stands over a lone survivor, a blood-soaked axe in his hand. I will end this now. A drow in basically like nice vestiges lays on the ground, blood caked on his face. Wait. Think about this. If you kill me, what proof will you have? A team will be here to torch the entire room, leaving you with nothing. And I have the Queen's favor, and you will be left in dishonor and thrown to the wolves. But I can make it go away. You can have a house in the firmaments for your family and be taken care of if you just walk away. Dakogrim raises his axe over his head. The drow puts a hand in front of himself. Think of your family! A mix of emotions passes over Dakogrim's face. Sadness, conflict. In defeat, he drops his axe and leaves the drow alone, a sad expression on his face. The image fades. You're left in darkness. A bright red flash and a circle of flame erupt around you. No longer in monochrome. You're now seeing perfect color. You immediately start sweating from the heat, like being locked in a stove and you are the bread. It dies down and warps and solidifies into a set of long red silk curtains that encircle you. A single fireplace with a red-purple flame sits in the center of the room. The flame surges and a woman appears. A human woman. Of sun-kissed skin, an hourglass figure, in a red silk dress. A long leg slit goes up the side of it. And at the bottom of the dress is a embroidered image of feathers in gold. Deep red hair tumbles past her waist, and violet eyes stare at you hungrily as a bright smile curls across her lips. Oh, my strapping warrior. You seem to be lost in thought. A finger waves, and a high-back chair comes from behind you that knocks you into the seat and pulls you closer to her. She then sits on your lap, propping her legs up against the arm of the chair. What dwells on your mind, love? I'd love to hear your story.
Oh, she actually talking to me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well. Mm-hmm. I'm more curious about your story than me telling you mine.
Oh, my story is long and intricate, and yours seems much more interesting.
Well, no one ever said I was boring. What is all this? Are you the one showing me these images?
These are yours. Things that you already know.
Well, seems like the last time I checked, my father wasn't in that much trouble.
Maybe he's not telling you everything.
I expect so not. Fathers tend to be like that. That's why we're traveling, to get a little bit of information to figure out what's going on here. Because he's obviously had interactions with some people that we are currently looking for. But I don't understand why.
Something in the fire of your heart tells me that your feelings have already been solidified. That you already have a plan.
Oh, I always have a plan or two up my sleeve. As I'm not a big fan of the Empire. And really, if it wasn't for my father, I never would have returned. But
She looks at you with a grin. You feel wronged. Left in the dark.
I feel like the family's been wronged. But when I left, I didn't know what I could do about it.
But you can do something about it now.
Well, maybe so, maybe not. I mean, I'm not so bullheaded to believe that one way is the right way, but my way usually tends to work.
Yes, your way. She points toward the fireplace in the center, and the flame erupts again, and a vision, or like a hologram almost, kind of plays out in the air above it, of the field where the hooded figure fireballed the party, and
Lost a good horse that day.
the
That aggravates me.
My horse.
and a image of you, your expression twisted in anger. It shifts to the inside of Stallmast's lair as you and Garm chase, or you and Note and Garm chase down Stallmast within his tunnel, pulling him from the mech that he was riding in to decapitate him. The vision of your face set in a lock-jawed expression of anger and finality.
At least you weren't grinning.
Yeah, well. I see you've been watching me for a while, huh?
I have been. You are an interesting one.
Well, I was going to ask what interest you have in me for watching me this far.
I like your style. And I think maybe we can help each other.
It depends what you want from me and what I get in return.
Well, what I want is simple. And what I can give you is much better. See, I can give you what you most desire. That which you seek. Revenge.
I mean, I do pretty well at revenge.
I can give you the power you need to decimate all who would stand against you or your family, to protect the ones you love, and care about. I can see the ones who have wronged you laid low and put to the flame.
That all sounds interesting, but what's the cost of this power, and what's the cost of this retribution? And
It's very, very simple. See, as you can probably tell, as you are pretty intelligent, this is just a vision. I have been wrongfully imprisoned, and I would like to get out. I have much to offer, if you can help me.
I'm sure something can be arranged for the once we go over the fine print of. I mean, my time ain't cheap, and you see what I can do, and what makes you think that I can't get my own revenge and can't get my own. I've made my way this far. I've tore down everything in front of me to this path.
You have made it this far, but there are many powers and such a force that stands between you and that which you seek. Powers that much, much outweigh yours.
Well, maybe, but I'm not alone.
Compared to you, the rest of them don't stand a chance. They stay behind you because you are the most powerful. And without you, they would have been dead a long time ago.
Oh, I think you give them far too little credit.
And I don't think you give yourself enough. She stands up and walks over by the fireplace where the red-purple flame is still kind of roiling, and sticks her hand in it and pulls out this tiny, almost like, you remember Calcifer?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like that. Like this just globule of fire that she grabs like a thing of molding clay and pulls, and it stretches, and then it's still fire, but it seems to almost solidify before she turns it and puts it on the ground and taps a finger, and the flame dies away as it reveals a long sword of 6 or 7 feet in length. The blade at the tip starts out a deep violet purple before about halfway down the blade it transitions into a red, where at the crossguard a large winged bird sits, its wings outspread to make the crossguard. The handle is an overlapping of feathers that make a textured grip, and at the pommel is a large ruby the size of a golf ball that's being gripped in talons. This may look just like an intricate instrument, but it is an instrument of power, and it can be yours. It can give you exactly what you need and more.
And how the hell am I supposed to find you? I mean, you've been watching me this long. You know what's on the list of, to do.
I would reveal my location if you agree to this.
Rescue mission for a sword, huh? I mean, and worse for less.
And all you have to do to finish out this deal, to make it official, is to find a paladin, bathe your sword in his blood, and then I will reveal my location so that you may find me.
You mean this sword? Because I have an axe. I don't.
Believe me, this is a sword you have never seen before.
Well, I'm using this sword to bathe in his blood, not my axe. Okay.
Well, she's implying bathe your weapon in the blood.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
So that's what I was asking. My great axe in his blood, or
your great axe in his blood, is what she's getting at.
So like, we talking dead, or like, do I need a random paladin who got a name? Can I, Joe Schmo from wherever?
Extinguish the life of a paladin who bathes in the light.
Oh boy. Well, I mean, I've done worse for more. That's always an option. Any hints on where I need to find said paladin? I mean, am I just killing to kill now, or is it?
I mean,
I've never really been much of a hitman for hire, to be honest.
I mean, you do travel with one, so.
Oh, I do, but I'm grown a little fond. I mean, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I even got the strength to kill off old Garm.
His power will never equate to yours.
Yeah, he can do some shit. I've seen some things.
I've seen how it ends. You will become great, and you will become powerful, and he will seek to destroy you.
So you're saying Garm will seek to destroy me? Not just any paladin. It's going to be Garm that seeks to destroy me, huh? You know, if I were to attack this paladin, I got to fight the other four. Like, this ain't. I don't see a 4-on-1 advantage going very well.
You don't have to do it immediately.
I know.
And if you can find another, then wonderful. But the convenience is there.
That's true. I guess if all else fails.
She extends a slim hand out to you. Do we have a deal?
Yeah, we have a deal. I'll see if I can find a paladin that bathes in the light.
She takes hold of your hand, and the touch is light, like a small boned woman would grip before it starts to get tighter. Not to the point of pain, just like this is a stronger grip than I anticipated. She gives you a weary smile. The violet eyes get bright, and she leans into you close to your ear and says, "Wake up," and you start awake. Elrana, you're still on watch. You watch Morzog shoot up 90-degree angle, bathed in sweat. From head to toe. Morzog, you can feel it in your armor, and in your bedroll, and it's
your socks.
sticky,
Yeah,
and it's
the socks,
gross.
Yeah.
Your socks are 10 times worse than they were before.
I take some
It's
talent,
really
really.
a dream. That's not the fun
Yeah.
kind.
Yeah, Right?
Kind of respectable.
Yeah, all right there, buddy.
Nightmare. He fireballed my horse.
Do I believe him?
Roll an insight. Roll.
Damn it, I believe him.
Roll a deception check.
Oh, good. Do you?
I got a 10.
I got a 6.
Oh, shit.
That isn't sounding
That's
as
charisma. I'm fucked.
it sounds like he's just giving you kind of an answer that you were asking for.
Mm-hmm.
I think is the correct way to word that.
I don't know.
Sure sounds good.
I'm bad at English.
Just
Noted.
Yeah.
gave an answer you were looking for.
You mean
It still
tell
doesn't
them what
make
they want to
sense.
hear?
Yeah,
We eventually got there.
you know what I mean.
Usually do.
So my real life intelligence is like -3.
I don't feel that's accurate.
Playing a dumb character is hard.
Really, it's not.
I was going to.
I really thought about it, but I felt that was a bit stereotypical. So.
Like grog level
Mm-hmm.
stupid.
Yep.
You?
But yeah, but it would be very, very hard
I
for
was
me to
gonna
do
say
that.
you are highly intelligent. That would be difficult.
I can do it. I can sell it.
You
I'm-
did it for quite
I'm-
some time.
I'm good at big dumb.
Big Smork.
I spent literally a week going, how in the fuck am I gonna sound sexy enough to like convince him of anything?
I mean, I'm not too sold on trying to kill Garm, but you know.
She didn't say it had to be. She just said
I
the
know.
convenience was there.
Keep your secrets then. Let me know if you need help.
Fireball my horse. I seen him fireball the horse. That's not lying. Technically, I seen him fireball my horse again. It's just partial truth, not all truth.
It's a mission of truth.
It's a mission of truth.
Do you want a bath?
Yeah, I need to wash everything.
I tell him to get away from everyone at least so it doesn't out the
No,
fire.
no, no. Towards the twins. Towards
That's
the
fair,
twins.
that's fair. It's wake up
Towards
time.
the twins.
Gross. Slimy water.
Yes, towards the twins. I'm all for it.
Yes. It's their time for watch anyway.
Yeah.
Create water. Fire or shower style over Morzog. And then drop that bitch. So it hits Morzog, cleans him off, but also goes on the twins with that nasty ass Morzog sweaty
Oh yeah.
water.
They're probably used to this. water.
So
I don't know,
as you
that's a bit
start
rough.
weaving,
It's
as you
Morzog
start
flavor.
weaving your hands to create water,
It's more Zog.
Bastion looks at you, looks at what's about to happen, and goes, gets up.
Walks away.
he walks over to where Garm is sleeping and lays down next to him and falls back asleep.
Like, I'm just gonna stay over here, pretend I didn't have anything to do with it.
And whoosh, Morzog, you are drenched in ice cold water.
I love it.
And both of the twins are like, oh, what the fuck?
One does have hair in his mouth.
Yeah.
One of them is trying to clean the water from his eyes. The other one's holding a short sword doing the same, going, what the...
Hey, it's your turn for watch, by the way. I'm going back to bed.
Asshole.
Did the rest of us wake up from the commotion?
The rest of you kind of get, like, started awake, but after seeing that it's shenanigans.
Does anybody need dry?
I do. Before I go back to bed, please.
Both of the twins raise their hand to be dried off, because you asked.
You did ask.
You offered.
I'll dry them off.
Drop just their bottom half so that it gets wet again just from gravity.
I mean, she can always get them wet again.
Yeah.
Facts. Worf.
They're suddenly cleaner than they were before.
Yeah, something like that. Sorry. Okay. Sand and Zor are going to take a watch. They get advantage. God, that was... Actually, that one's not bad. So, the rest of you fall asleep, leaving Zan and Zor to keep watch. You're not woken up in the middle of the night. You all awake to...
One question. Those visions of my father before, was that past tense or like how far past tense kind of thing? Or was that like currently happening like the day before kind of thing? Because I'd be able to tell by how he looks where it falls.
He looked younger.
I was saying,
Then
I
last you
figured
saw
it.
him.
That's what I thought, and that's what I took it as. But I just wanted to make sure.
You all awake to Zan and Zor sitting at the edge of the hut looking out. They see you and...
They're awake.
Yeah, they're awake. They're both awake.
Good.
Zor...
It would have been a lot more than a water
Oh
all this
yeah,
time.
I'd have been upset if they weren't away.
One of them is currently taking a piece of wood and like stripping parts of like fiber away. And the other one currently has a pan that he's like laying He's laying dried jerky, and then just putting it out in the sun.
So one's whittling and one's making breakfast.
Yeah, pretty much.
In a really ineffective way.
More so, just trying to make like hot jerky.
Yeah.
If that.
Cold tack sucks, dude.
Yeah, cold tack's not fun. The biscuits taste like shit, and the dried meat is really what you want to go for, and even that's a little eh.
Yeah.
Jetha writes down the phrase hot jerky under potential stage names.
I can rehydrate that if you want.
I'm good. He pulls it back out from the sun and takes a bite.
No.
Good choice.
I think I've had enough of your water for one day. The other one looks over and goes, "You can rehydrate me if you know what I'm saying."
Was that Zor?
The one with
I
herpes.
waterball him again.
He's now soaked.
Don't fix it this time.
You would figure you would learn.
I can't help myself.
I don't know.
Yes, you can.
But you can. Brother, but you can.
He walks away and goes out into the sun. You can hear straps undoing.
Well, we got a bit of a trek. We don't need to dilly-dally too long. Everyone needs to get up and get around. It's probably going to be a bit of an adventure through the wildwood.
Brecky? Got time for a Brecky?
One breakfast, yes. Second breakfast, no.
Hmm.
What about second breakfast?
No 11sies either. We got to make
Tea time? 11sies. Is it 11sies then tea time, or tea time and 11sies?
I think it's 11sies and tea time.
Okay.
I think.
Okay. So, you guys are in the early morning. You'd gather it's probably about like 8 or 9ish. And looking out across the wastelands, you're not seeing any movement, wildlife. So you gather it's probably going to be a peaceful ride, hopefully.
Wait, what did you say? I'm sorry.
Hopefully peaceful, right?
Hopefully peaceful ride. You look out onto the wastelands, you see that little speck of red that's gotten a little bigger off in the distance.
When you said the son of
you don't
light,
see
that's what
any-
came to my mind.
Fauna, yeah. Any animals or monsters or beasts or anything like that. So you would gather that probably a peaceful ride.
I was like, we probably should be able to see the tree line from where we're at. Not like full on tree line, but it should be like a strip of red that we can see.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see a strip of red.
Is Bastion better or about the same?
Bastion looks more energized as he's like gotten sleep. He was probably fighting it for a while last night.
I calmed his worries.
I believe one of your animals shit on the floor.
Oh, that's likely actually.
Oh,
Yep.
No.
Kiara. Fucking asshole.
Did she shit on you?
I don't believe so. I only noticed because I'm like, this one spot, my shoe like sticks to the ground.
Oh no.
And I'm just like, what the fuck?
Go ahead and roll for shit.
Yeah.
Yep. There's also a freaking.
Why, Kiara? Why?
Oh yeah, you smashed it good.
Yeah. I said I fucking ingrained it into the floor.
Okay,
It's
it's
cool. I'll
fine.
clean it later.
It's
Just-
fine. She does this thing every now and again where she's like, I don't want to go over to my pad that I very obviously have right there to go to the bathroom on, and instead just like does it in the middle of the floor.
Slash
She's-
gets territorial and will try to shit on your shoe.
Yeah.
Or she'll try to eat your shoe. She hasn't done that since Kirsten though. So the next couple of hours is kind of uneventful. Of a slow ride out to what you come upon is a enormous timberland of vibrant trees with deep purple and maroon trunks and a bright canopy of red-orange leaves. A curious burst of color across the stands in the stark contrast of the often dreary landscape of Jorhas. and just for reference, to show you what it looks like a little bit. And one second.
I want some leaves.
So it's purple trees, or purple trunks with maroon leaves.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to put.
It's not very
leaf-
deep purple,
book.
but
I'm gonna get one of the leaves and put it in my book with the sentry leaf.
okay. Easy enough for you to stand up on the back of the horse and use
Okay.
Ilrana for.
I can just mage hand it.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fair. Yeah.
Either way.
Mage hand,
Or we could
mage
throw
hand,
you up.
Mage hand reaches
I
up,
can yeet
plucks a
them out.
leaf, and you now have a what is it? The Vermaloc tree leaf.
Let me know if you want me to grab anything or passing as we're riding, because I can just reach out and grab it.
I mean, I'll take a couple leaves. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
As you make it to
Bark,
the tree
anything
line,
like that.
you hear Zan go, well, here we go.
What
and
kind of tree
you
was that?
Huh?
What kind of tree was that?
just it's a Vermaloc tree leaf.
Thank you. Continue.
Not that that's the kind of tree, just that
That's where it came from.
I
Think corrupted redwoods.
Gotcha.
know they're a little small to be redwoods.
Fair enough.
They
Magic.
look
Well,
they look
corrupted.
more like purple colored
Well, I mean,
birches.
they're trying to grow back into the world. It takes a while. But go on.
So, as you and your horses make your way into the forest, the sun is immediately blotted out by the thick canopy that makes its way overhead.
Isn't this the wildwood?
Yeah.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
So it is quite a shade darker in here. But as you go through, you can hear the horses clomping through the forest floor, the thick, like leaf-covered, kind of moist ground. There are odd sounds coming from just pretty much everywhere. Different rustlings and animal calls that some you've never heard before. Others are like, oh, that sounds like that one bird. Bastion visibly has a little bit of a change. He doesn't seem as quote-unquote depressed, and seems to be kind of like, quizzical. Like he's looking around in confusion almost. Sniffing all of the trees. And kind of like he buries his nose in a part of the forest floor, like he's smelling something different.
Are there any bird song or anything like that?
There are a few. You hear a couple that actually sound like, actual bird chirps, and then some that almost sound like a, kind of like a raven's caw a little bit, but sounds a little different.
Are there any bats?
Make a perception
Currently
check.
asleep.
Can I give her help action?
I don't need it.
Nat 20.
Natural 20.
You do find a couple of bats that are hanging upside down that seem to be sleeping.
Are they the same bats? They're
No.
the same bat. Are you sure?
Yes.
That's really far for the bat,
Yeah.
for the bat to fly.
I mean, bats, they migrate, don't they?
They seem to be enjoying
Yeah.
the darkness of the canopy that it makes. The darkness the canopy makes. There you go. Bastion kind of looks up at him and stares for a second, and then decides to leave him alone.
Good boy.
Who has the? What are your passive perceptions?
14.
That's a lovely question to get asked. I don't have it wrote down.
14 as well.
16.
9.
You have a -1.
Yes.
I guess it's your passive wisdom.
It's
If you are proficient in perception, it is your perception skill bonus. So it'd be your proficiency plus your wisdom score modifier. But if not, then it's just your 10 plus your...
Your passive is 10 plus your wisdom. Just base.
You're going to repeat exactly what I just said.
No.
Yeah, if you're not proficient, it's just your wisdom plus 10 for your modifier. Your
14.
wisdom modifier plus 10.
Okay.
If you're proficient in it, it's your proficiency bonus.
So 3 14s,
Then I think
a
I'm
16.
proficient because it says on here my passive wisdom is 16.
Yeah, you're proficient.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, perception. Yeah, I'm proficient in that. I'm
Yeah.
stupid.
It's
Like, I'm trying to figure these out.
Yeah, no,
like,
you're
well, this one
It's-
says
it's-
wisdom, but
it's
it's
new.
not. Yeah.
It's,
Nope,
the
you're
app
fine.
is different.
I am glad because
Because
otherwise
if you
I
go
wouldn't
over the
help.
app, the ones that are marked,
Yeah.
you're proficient in. So, like, I'm proficient in perception. That's why mine's 14, because mine's a +4, even though my wisdom is crap. So I get my proficiency bonus plus my wisdom bonus, and that's what.
Oh, I've forgotten all that in less than 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's okay, it's what we're here for.
I have to be like steeped in it for
A while.
an extensive amount of time for it to stick. Otherwise, once I walk out the door, it's gonna be gone.
So, as you walk through the shaded canopy, you start noticing that parts of the trees have like a thin film in places. After like the first couple, you start noticing that film is stretched into an almost web-like string.
Don't like spiders, Lewis.
In certain places, the call of birds and chittering of creatures seem to be a little less prominent in this area.
I'm gonna nature what's that?
What is it?
What is
She's pointing out the stringy thing on the freaking canopy.
make a nature check.
27?
That very much looks like spiderweb.
Any particular spider web?
I was like, would I know the
cave
spiders?
spider?
That is-
I mean,
That is-
spiders' webs all look different.
Well, this spider web is very large and very extensive, and is not like
In comparison to how large the spider would have to be in order to have this size of a web, how big would the spider be?
pretty large, like large dog.
Okay, I inform the group.
Dog-sized spider.
There would appear to be a giant spider web here. Equivalent size would be a dog-sized spider.
That's
Just be careful.
You say dog-sized spider, and you hear
It's okay, buddy.
Bastion whines. He is not okay with that.
Now, a spider-sized dog. I'm here for that,
But
though.
100 of them.
No, just one. Just
No,
a little
100
one.
of
I
them.
want a small bastion.
Well, camel spiders.
You might squish him. if you
That's
had
a small dog-sized spider.
Wolf
What I understood was spider-sized dog, which is
spiders.
that's right.
I mean, spiders comes in all sizes. Even though I hate the little fuckers.
They are pest control.
They are. They serve a purpose. That's why I allow them to live
which
90% of the time.
Which
Unless they're in a house.
camel spiders aren't even poisonous. They're just big and intimidating, and scurry.
Unless you're in my house. As long as you're outside my house, I don't care.
Yeah,
Have
I
fun.
mean,
Like,
I
we
don't
got
go out hunting spiders.
we
They're all
have some up
handsome.
there. We have some back there. We have some in the kitchen window.
They hold our secrets.
Mm-hmm.
If they could talk.
But if they try to take a shower with me, they go down the drain.
I let them go if they're in the house, but they have to stay out of range.
Yeah. No touchy. This is my no-no square.
If they come within crusading distance, then it's over.
Crusading distance.
Yeah.
Man,
What?
crusading distance is like, 3,000 miles.
Yeah, well.
Oh god, I didn't even think
Go
about
to a
it.
spider.
The time it,
The
the
actual
amount of miles
Crusades.
from England to
Mhm.
Jerusalem, yeah, it's about 3,000 miles.
Then they need to stay
How
out
many
of smite
mountains is that,
range.
Drew? Laid side by side?
You,
There's so many little tidbits to give them shit over.
Mhm.
you, no, you're the first one to pick up on it.
I just don't mind blown about it.
You hear
Mountains.
a small.
Besides
A little bit. Don't bite me.
I kill my spiders!
Is it a dog-sized spider or is it a fucking predator?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
It jumps out of the bush, or it lands out of the bush and just goes. Bleh.
Just gonna catch this axe.
I thought you said
Catch it,
ass.
catch his
I was
hands.
like, catch his ass.
So does she tell me this?
Yeah, I'm.
Yeah. She's the first one to pick up on the small chittering
Okay.
sound.
I'm gonna just, produce flame and just keep that juggling in my hand conveniently for a
Yes, I
hot
don't want to
minute.
go down the woods.
It's okay,
Okay.
Bastion.
And then when it
In
goes
fact,
out, I'm
it's
gonna
like
cast
in
it
the
again because
forest
it's a
down.
cantrip and I don't care.
No.
Shite. Okay. Can I get marching order, please?
Oh, goody.
Me.
I would assume that actually, based on her hearing the things, that her and I would be at least fairly close to the front.
We were the first ones.
We
across
book
the
in. We
bridge.
always book in the tank. So it's either me and Garmin in the front.
That's fair. You know where you're going, so it's probably you in the front.
Yeah.
You
We're the
and-
twins.
We'll book in the twins as well.
So the twins are going to be in the middle?
No, they're booking. So one will be with me. One's gonna be at the back of the pack with Garmin.
Okay.
So Morzog.
Give me Zor. Give me the bruiser.
And then I have
We'll
to
put
travel
Zan
close
in
to
the
the
back.
annoying one. More annoying one.
No, Zor's the one that hit on you.
Yes, put
Yeah,
me
that's
close to the
annoying.
more annoying one.
Oh,
That's what she's saying. Yes.
My bad. So Morzog, Zor, Nolrana,
Uh-huh.
I'll be after.
Jethro.
Zan and Garmin.
Where's
Oh, I thought it was
Bastion?
Garmin's in.
I still don't know their names. I'm just like, this one's got 2 swords, that one's got
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
else.
One has
No,
herpes,
we
and the other
book in the party tanks, and then we book in the twins.
Gotcha.
And then
herpes up front.
Yes.
At least it's not airborne.
Pathogen. True. Just because I'm immune to disease does not mean I want to test
You
that.
don't
Also,
wanna
I'm not
tap
into
that?
men.
Come on now.
I'm not into men.
How are you? You're already immune to disease, or is that your water genacity thing?
You know, like, that takes a while. Like that's later.
You get immunity to disease at fucking level 2 or
For existing.
4.
It's
It's
pretty
so
great.
ridiculous.
I'm
Druids normally don't get it till.
Yeah, I
like,
know
8
druids
or-
and monks get immunity to shit later, but I don't remember.
I want to say
when.
13 or some shit like that. Okay, I'm probably wrong.
It's 14, but I am
14. I was close. Damn it.
what's the word? Not immune.
immune to
Resistant.
disease.
Resistant.
Yeah.
Immune to disease, resistant to poison.
You're resistant for
Yeah.
existing. You're not
Yeah.
immune until.
Okay, so as you guys are walking, you see that Elrana produces a small little ball of flame in her hand and just juggles it for a little bit.
Be careful.
We always are.
Zan,
Maybe not really.
Zan in the back next to you, Garn reaches in his pack and pulls out a torch and is sitting there trying to light it.
How close am I to him?
Pretty far.
Force bird down.
Within 30 feet?
Oh, no, you're good.
Yeah, you're
I light
good.
his torch with precipitation.
So as he's sitting there,
You
you're
just
hearing
let him think he did it.
Yeah, you just let him think he accomplished it. Please just let him think he accomplished
he then holds up the torch and is using it almost like a barrier, just kind of sweeping it back and
Oh,
forth.
he really doesn't like spiders, does he?
it.
I like to imagine he's getting way too close to Garm with the fire.
He's panic spinning.
No, Rana.
Nah.
As you guys pass by a tree, that one of the branches seems to kind of poke out toward you a little bit. Elrana looks over at her fire that goes out, and then you say you immediately cast it again. So as you snap to make that flame come, the brightness fills the small area, and looking right past the fire into the face of 8 eyes with little little mandibles staring at you, but as soon as the fire comes into production, you hear.
I toss the fireball in its face.
And she misses, and she's the one that burns down the forest.
I can also put it out.
Go ahead and roll a spell attack.
Ooh, that's rough. 15.
15 hits.
Oh, okay, cool.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, you said that's rough. I was expecting like a 4. Oh, that's rough. Oh, 15. Wow.
Ooh. 10.
Oh shit! You kill it.
Oh, sweet. I immediately cast another fireball just in case.
It makes a screeching sound at you, and you just go whoa, and the fireball cracks it right in the right where the mandibles meet the face, and it just slowly kind of courses over its face, and you see the legs kind of curl in as it falls off the branch next to you with a very audible thud. You then start looking around, and you can see like 3 others that have like encroached themselves on branches close to you. But between you and Zan's fire that you're kind of like toting around, they see their brethren fall off the tree trunk and then just kind of back off with a.
It'd weigh more than 10 pounds, wouldn't it?
Huh?
It'd weigh more than 10 pounds.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Zan passes by the dead body and goes, "Yeah, fuck you," and then holds up the torch and is like looking around again. Morzog, you see Zor look back at his twin and just go, "Hey."
So we don't say shit. You got herpes.
Yeah, you both are a wealth of good decisions.
Just to be clear, we all know that I was joking about that, right?
Canon.
Sure thing, bud.
Okay.
You said it.
Nope,
You said it.
Nope,
It's
it's
in the
canon now.
notebook.
It's canon now.
God said it.
Therefore, it must be. Amen.
It was said. It's been transcribed. What do you want from me?
It's a group joke. We're not taking it seriously, but it's true.
Oh no! It's true now. It's
Well,
fucking canon.
It's true, but we don't know it's true. That's why it's a group joke.
And as you think, and as that's being said from him, you see him reach down and scratch something.
He doesn't know he has it net.
He's figuring it out.
That's
True.
why.
It's not true. It's true, but we don't know it's true.
We're giving him shit without realizing that it's actually reality.
Yeah. Someone gave you the.
It's hard to tell time whenever you can't see the sun. So, as you are slowly clomping through the wood, it almost seems like forever. Because you're trying to stay slow, to weave in between the roots and make it over rough terrain, which is kind of what you guys are working with right now is rough terrain. So you're technically moving at half speed than you usually would. Because you're trying to navigate over roots and certain parts of the landscape that the horses are not quite accustomed to riding across.
We can change rough terrain to normal terrain for an hour with Mulder.
Good job.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, and since there's 2 of us, we can just kind of keep casting it out in front of us.
Do I need to switch over to your horse?
No.
It's still
You guys are
working.
both
It's
up
within like
front.
30 feet. Like it's not touch range or
we
anything.
just take rough terrain, make it smooth terrain, and then we can pass. Once everyone's passed over it, we can just keep recasting it. That
Well,
way
it's a
it's
5-foot cube, so you can just keep chaining it.
But
on top
we can
of
only
each other.
have 2 of them active at the same time.
So
Not each of
little
us.
do the Jorhassian people know that there is now a road in the middle of the forest.
Finally paved.
Secret tunnel.
It only lasts for an hour.
It only lasts for an hour. We can only have 2 of them active at a time, so it goes back to normal terrain behind us.
Oh,
But it
okay.
allows us to travel easier through rough terrain.
Say, that
So-
would be some shit.
We could each have 2, so that means we'd have 4 at a time.
Which
Okay.
Which makes us for our party.
So we can travel at normal pace
Yeah,
without
so we
having
can
to
travel
slow.
through the woods at normal pace.
So almost like Elsa walking across the water in the movie Frozen, you guys are making smooth earth, and as soon as all of you pass over the smooth earth, it turns back into rough terrain again. God
The
damn.
twins are just all kinds of just... How the fuck?
Arana, you had to pick on them. I can't. I'm busy.
Yeah.
I create water in one hand and have a fireball in the other just to have them be fucking afraid. Just in case they decide to mouth off. Looking at you, Zor.
Say after you guys get past that little tidbit with the spiders, you guys go for another like 10-ish minutes before you notice that the webs have subsided, so you guys should be out of its territory. You guys are in the thick of it now. Deep within the wood, the sun is practically blotted out. Every now and again, you'll catch a piece of the canopy that has not been as covered up, and you'll see one of those like small rays of sunshine. Let's see. Map. Okay.
Arana, if we need to, I can wipe their pants for them. Because I can clean, but I can also soil.
I will piss your pants.
Shit their pants for them.
You don't have the common decency to shit your own pants.
Nah.
One will be provided to you.
Wow.
I'm gonna start playing with Zan and make small sensory effects of the crackling of the spider's maws next to his ear as he keeps doing this.
With.
Druidcraft.
Oh, okay.
Create an instantaneous harmless sensory effect such as
So
falling leaves, effects of wind.
even far out of the territory of the spiders, he is in constant paranoia. Not understanding your druidic magics, he is constantly like doing one of these, just jerking around with the.
I only do it for a couple minutes, but good enough to.
I'm just gonna write in the dirt as we go along. Hey Zan, we're watching you. What are you doing, bud? We're getting closer. Because I can with mold earth. You know? I can write words in the so.
He almost passes up. He almost passes up the first writing before he looks down and goes, "Wait, what?"
No one else is paying any kind of attention. But it's like the signs you see on the highway that tell the story as
Yeah,
they go
yeah.
along. That's what it is. Just fucking with him the entire time.
Zor looks back and goes, "Are you gonna be a big baby the entire trip?" Zan's like, "Fuck you, man. I'm here. I can hear and see shit. This place is creeping me out."
Rule number 28. Torment all party family members.
Yes.
You come to a break in the wood where a small clearing is and a tiny pond sits. Zor looks over and why don't we go ahead and stop here for a minute just to let the horses rest, and we'll refill our skins and
If
let them
that's
have
the
a drink.
case.
Yeah.
Create water.
But let's let the horses rest.
Sure.
Give them everyone can dismount and walk off
We'll
the
give them a bath real
bow-leggedness.
quick.
Walk off the bow-leggedness for 30 minutes or so here.
Lather them down.
I nicely cover them in water, not just splash them.
And then I dry them.
Your
Clean.
the
We got-
horses or
Yeah.
Okay.
We got a car wash system going here.
Okay.
Motel 6.
So a
Horse
nice
washing.
Horse
a nice
washing.
cool
Jethro's hanging those
refreshing
little car pressure.
On the ears.
a
Yeah.
nice cool refreshing wash over the horses to kind of cool them off. they head over to this little pond. Zan is standing over the pond with a torch, just kind of looking down to see if there's any fish or denizens that might exist inside of the pond.
Jethro wants to minor illusion or reflection for Zan.
Transform his reflection.
Well, true.
Oh. Let's see
And
this. What you got?
I just want I want his skin to just be gone, like peeled off. I want him to be truly spooked, but with like clean braces human teeth.
Okay.
And then on the ground underneath it, I'm alright. I told you so.
I make the water ripple
I want
like 5 seconds later to where
I
he just
want-
thinks that he saw it.
I think I want Jethro to do this. Roll an intimidation check
With
advantage.
Okay. Intimidation's not great.
I'm gonna try to
Roll it again.
With advantage.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
That's a lot better.
All right.
How is your intimidation not great? Aren't you charisma?
Yeah, but it's 17.
That's not bad, not bad, not bad. He's also already shit his pants, basically, so.
So
and
as so as you all dismount and Zan is inspecting this pond and Ilrana, you're giving the horses a nice wash. You are startled by the piercing scream that comes from near the pond as Zan has jumped almost out of his boots and lands on his ass, like skittering away from the pond. He is
Become the bad guys in Scooby-Doo now.
his torch has fallen in
Only
the
to
water. His torch has fallen in the water and
He's
disappears.
really not getting much. Because he gets her boots. It'd be a nice town.
He's already having a bad time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You guys notice that the around this time it's probably starting to get not late in the evening to where it's sundown, but the sun has definitely gone past overhead, so you gather it's probably like 3 or 4-ish. Thank God nobody took keen mind, so I can just make that shit up.
Yet.
Goddamn.
Neither there, bud.
Both you said yeah.
Keep mine dirty though.
Yeah.
I mean, that's alright. I want us all to take
In
lucky.
the section ahead of you, where the sun is gone again and it has gone into the deep abyss of the forest, there's a sound of a branch cracking. A large snap that eventually results in a loud thud of something falling.
Who hears this?
All of you.
Okay.
It's probably just the lumbers in the forest.
Just in
Say to
case
the
it
party.
isn't.
Yeah, I just say the party.
Zan is
Probably
immediately back on his feet and like staring at where the sound came from.
I'm a hide.
Roll a stealth check.
Solid decision there.
Mm.
Don't you have advantage on stealth check?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, not like it matters. It's plus fucking 11.
Not
so-
20.
She's gone. 32.
You're
so
not
in
even
the
in
next
the campaign anymore.
Yeah.
You're gone. You're somewhere off in the distance. We'll include you in the campaign on Thursdays, and you will no longer be the one on Saturdays.
I just popped in to go stab, and disappear again.
rolls like a 42 in the other campaign, ends up
Yeah.
back in this campaign, and is like,
I don't know how I got here anymore. Like, I'm just.
I'm like time traveling at this point. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Go to one plane of existence, then pop out and come to this plane of existence.
Sure, Ned's stealth is so good. She's dimension jumping.
Mm-hmm.
It would be complete different alternate realities, though. Because I'm making
I
the
want to see
entire
this
new
stuff
world.
like Blur and Blink and, you know, combat bullshit. That's.
She's got that Fable 3 pause button. Just
Oh, you're fixing to hit me? I hide. You don't see me no more.
Has blind sight.
as you stare into the abyss of the forest that's ahead of you, a figure starts to move in your direction. The shape of it is vaguely humanoid, if at all hunched, kind of. Garn.
Yeah, one.
First of all, could you please roll a wisdom saving throw for me?
Oh, sure can.
Because that wisdom's super high.
This figure
Kinda.
just broke a branch and fell.
I
that
break
mean,
branches and fall, though.
I know, but does that mean they fell
23.
and unceremoniously got back
okay.
up?
You're okay. Because as you stare at the figure that's walking toward you, you can see long. It's a humanoid shape, but the skin is blackened. The head shaved bald, with a almost smoke that seems to emanate from the form. The arms are long past the waistline, almost disfigured, with claws that extend out farther than normal fingers. The form is kind of hunched, almost. And as it walks closer, the mouth opens up to kind of like a snake, how the jaw opens, where it makes this just huge opening where a tongue sticks out. And it has only about 3 inches of like a normal tongue before it seems to split into 2. And as it walks towards you, it flicks the tongue out and it kind of whips around like tentacles.
You're getting molested, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna murder it.
You recognize this thing. You saw it 5 years ago. Many like it. And you only see one, and it is slowly walking toward you. It steps into the sunlight and doesn't seem to be affected by it in any visible way, and just kind of makes this sound of. It lashes the tongue around, and it seems to twist around in kind of like a double helix look, and bends down into a crouch. Can I get everybody to roll initiative, please?
What is it?
No.
Not something that is natural.
Oh! Hee! Aha!
I meant because he knows it.
You heard the name given to it by the locals at the time as a shadow ghast.
Okay.
Found it. I couldn't remember where initiative was.
You have a bunch of it. Just know.
I know.
You have a lot.
I like that.
24.
Advantage, because I have a
Alright.
strong desire to see it die.
25, 20.
24.
24.
21.
Oh shit.
Holy fuck.
Well,
okay.
shit.
Say those again.
She's first.
24.
Okay.
And 24.
Because you're not max dex, right?
I got a +5 to Dex.
You're max dex. You guys got to roll for it.
Yeah. Well,
Oh.
you two re-roll just to see who goes first.
So highest number on the 20.
14.
12.
So her and him.
Okay. What'd you get?
Jax.
21.
I was saying, I thought you were both max dex characters, so when they
Yeah.
tie, it's a...
I didn't know who it was. I knew I was.
I figured he was max charisma, not max dex.
That's what I would thought too, but
20 to
He it's all the shenanigans. He's got very flexible.
20 to 15.
It's true.
16.
Griff is the second highest.
darn, buddy, bringing up the rear.
Big time.
Good solid
What's
paladin
your
cleric.
dexterity?
Nothing.
0.
whatever I roll.
I'm really good at rolling dice.
Sometimes. You can't pick a lock in combat to save your ass.
6.
Yeah.
6.
Yeah. It's,
Bringing it up.
But when I
What did the twins get?
cough, twins, cough.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I had forgotten. But
Better
I
than a
wanted
6?
I wanted to go ahead and get you guys.
Actually, both got 30s.
That-
Yeah, they're just
Good old paladin initiative.
all of a sudden they're like
Not fucking good.
Oh, you're a religious character?
Zan
Gotta roll
rolling
shit.
disadvantage
Shit
'cause he
initiative
shit
every time.
himself.
I got 16 though.
He got a 16 too, but he has a +2 dex.
Uh-huh.
This is Zan. Oh boy.
Worse than a 6?
It's all that shit in his pants, isn't it?
No, Zan's
No, that's
the one.
herpes.
Is that, yeah, Zor's herpes. Zan's the one we could find.
Yeah, Zan, yeah.
Oh.
No, I mean actual shit.
Oh,
For
from
being
the
spooked.
Oh, beat her again?
+1, rolled a 15.
Oh, sad.
Then we're even.
But his modifier's a +1 and yours is a 0.
because you don't have a modifier.
Sad Genasi hours.
I just expect to go last.
Yeah.
Once I max my wisdom, I'm going Dex next.
Go
Modifier.
right ahead. I encourage it.
I don't want a modifier. Or magic item.
Alright.
Set that bitch
So-
to 19.
No, at the beginning of your turn, I need everybody to roll wisdom saving throws, please.
How close is everybody to me?
Pretty oh shit, get you fucking close.
I was going to say,
You all were kind of collected around, so I would say everybody would be.
There you go. +2 everybody. Go nuts.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then dirty, well, oh, wisdom say, dirty 20.
Okay, pass.
16.
Oof.
Pass.
just plain wisdom.
Saving throw.
It's your
Saving
saving throw.
Saving throw and
So
then
yeah,
add 2 to
scroll
it.
down.
Wisdom +3. So 16.
Pass.
I'm fucked.
What'd you roll?
11.
Fail.
4.
Fail.
Oh, well, 6.
Does he have to do it again since he's already done one, technically?
I rolled 2 on the dice.
Yes, because it's different effect.
Oh, okay.
I rolled a 2 on the die.
Okay,
Ooh.
so you two. This thing is terrifying.
It's scurry.
Both of you are feared.
So you can't do anything but try to flee from it, and then at the end of your turn, you can try
Well,
to break
attack.
it.
No,
you
no, we
can't
can
move,
attack it. We
You
just
can't
can't
move
force it.
closer to it. Attacks against it have disadvantage.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
And this is all as long as you stay within sight of it. Like as long as you can see it, these things apply.
So turn around, you can't see it no more.
Turn
Bite backwards.
around.
You three are fine.
It's in my head now, thank you.
Yep.
Okay, no, your turn.
Well,
Are we going to have a field to look at here, or are we playing Theater of the Mind, bud?
So that was my next question. How close are we?
I was going to say, we're sitting here playing Theater of the Mind when he has what he needs to,
Ooh. He always picks the big one when it's.
Maybe he wants the big one.
maybe he's gonna mark out the trees because we're in the trees.
I need to get.
Come on, Mercer, give us a map.
This up.
I need to get
Battle map.
some of the train trees.
Battle
I feel like I
maps.
dropped another
You can do pop caps
table, but
because pop
I
caps
only
are
seen one fall.
just for.
I thought
marking
I
the
saw
spot.
2,
Yeah.
but I don't see another one. So
You'll
I
find
know
it.
at least one fell.
You'll find it when you step on it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be very pissed if you break one of them.
I'm gonna use these to mark where trees are.
Okay, can you move your Starbucks cup?
Yep, I'm working on.
That's a tree, actually.
Yes, that's
Giant.
the creature. That's the creature.
Murder. It's not murder if it's self-defense. Slaughter.
Oh, sorry.
I just didn't want to.
No, you're fine.
Where are the?
Actually, look.
You actually look.
No,
What?
the blue tub to your left.
Oh, neat. Oh, there was another one that fell. Haha.
Oh, see, you found a good jump and you didn't break it, so no mad.
Da 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 da. Ooh, Kayla has been organizing. Good job, babe.
And now you're gonna fuck it all up and she's gonna be mad at you.
Facts.
He just drops it as soon as he
Oh, I would be
Just
so
bounces
mad.
and everything just. Okay.
I was at work today, and somebody had this big crate of apples, and they just kind of set it down really
And just-
hard, and tons of
Yep.
apples just fucking shot
Yep.
on top of it. I was like, this is the most comical thing I've seen. He lost like half of them.
Why did you use a doppelganger?
We had a pallet
Because I wanted to use
of
these.
apples and other things, and it was stacked so fucking terribly. The guy took the corner
Oh,
everywhere. It was awesome. We spent like an hour and a half cleaning it up. A good day.
I had that happen a lot at R.U.L.E.S game. Stripping trucks
Okay.
Sunday night.
Ouch.
How's your legs? Broken.
My mini's in there somewhere.
Yep, it is.
I'm glad I left it here. The cat
Yeah.
got into the
Is this
bag.
Jethro?
Yeah.
Boss.
He never answered me on how it's supposed to look, so I haven't painted
Well,
it.
we are reestablishing connection, so everything will be fine. We'll get it taken care of. Dragonborn.
I need to know what he looks like.
You have hidden, so I'm gonna put you behind a tree.
Yeah.
Seems feasible.
Seems right.
Seems legit.
I
Alright.
still need to bring over the good Morzog.
Ladies and mental gin.
Go
are
drink
herpes
the
and shit
syrup.
pants on there?
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Move
where's
the
twins?
Starbucks cup.
God damn it.
There's like 2 unpainted dogs over here if you don't want to get the thing back out.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Sand and Zor do the entire thing.
Oh,
on
we
all
need one
fours.
for Bastion.
Yeah. And where's Bastion? What's his
What's-
initiative in
yeah.
all this?
He's hiding with
Bastion
me.
is a good boy. Yeah, Bastion is a good boy in hiding.
Yes.
Also, does Anzor and
What are the
Bastion need
horses
to make the
initiative?
saving throw?
Yes, they do.
Was that the dog? That
No.
squeak?
Huh?
Did the
No,
dog
no.
squeak?
No.
Or was it cat?
No, one of your creatures made a sound out over here somewhere.
Oh, I thought the dog like
no, it
squeaked.
was out over here somewhere.
Those would be like,
This dog didn't squeak.
okay.
Fail. Passed. So failed, passed. He is on his ass because he got the shit scared out of him. He's fine. Bastion.
It's a good
Bastion
boy.
used to have a
hiding
plus
with-
15 to
else.
hide, thank you.
Bastion's hiding with note.
No, it's riding Bastion.
Okay.
I'll hide her.
There you go. Please tell me he beat out Alrana. Please tell me he beat out Alrana.
Actually,
Yes!
Good boy.
Good
Get
boy.
it, Bastion.
You're supposed to run, Bastion.
Oh, he's hiding.
alright.
We've already determined what happens if you kill the dog.
Yeah.
I am fully aware. Okay. Note, you're hidden. There's a shadowy thingy in front of you.
A
Way,
person.
way over there.
Shoot it.
I'm going to sneak around closer and see if I see any more of them, because
Okay.
let's make sure we're not being ambushed.
Come,
Ambushed.
which way you want to go here?
The closest to me.
You're left, Evan.
Thank you. Yes, this way.
This way? Okay. So you make your way around. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Wrong one. 14.
14. From where you're standing, you see another one coming out of the trees here. It hasn't quite made it out of the darkness of the trees yet, but
Alright. Would I be able to move up to attack it?
actually I'll just set it here.
Oh.
There we go.
Not quite in the area yet.
Yeah, I mean, well, you could, from where you are, you could attack it. But I'm just putting it here because it hasn't quite made it to the tree line yet.
Okay.
Oh,
I mean-
yeah.
I'm going to hold ready to attack it.
Okay. With your.
My dagger.
Okay. So you're holding your action to throw the dagger?
I'm gonna go get behind it when it comes close enough and attack it.
Okay, well, if you hold your action, you can't use your movement, so...
Oh, okay. I'm not throwing my dagger. So I'll just
Well, you
wait.
have a
We need to get you a
crossbow.
blink belt.
It's true.
And so you have a crossbow or a bow to use.
That's true. And you gave me
I gave you the
crossbow.
Yeah, that light crossbow. So,
In here. Wait. Actions. Crossbow. There it is. Alright, well then I will shoot it, but it's not letting me click it. But it's just a basic crossbow, so.
honestly, you probably have to go over your equipment if I remember right.
Yeah.
That's what we decided last time since it doesn't.
Equipment.
And then click on it there.
Crossbow. Right.
There you go.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot it with my crossbow.
Okay, go ahead and roll with advantage because you're still hidden.
Nat 20.
Damn,
Boss.
okay.
Crossbow's coming in
Jesus
handy
Christ.
already.
That is a doubled sneak attack, so...
That's double all your damage dice.
Yeah, so all the dice that you roll, you're gonna double.
Okay.
So what do you need?
I can dig them out. Need 3 of these. Oh, I guess I need 6 of them. That's good enough.
There you go.
Okay, and then the cross. So, just the sneak attack.
It's the
All
it's
dice
all
rolled.
damage.
All-
Yeah.
All dice rolled.
So the crossbow damage and
So
the
it'd
sneak
be-
attack damage, all double.
So it'd be 2d4s? Because it's 1d4 on
Well,
the
then
crossbow.
would I just roll once
Crossbow
and
is
then double it?
1d6.
No, I just.
Oh, well, yeah. You roll all your dice once for the double.
Okay, well then.
And then add
So
bonus.
you only need 3 d6.
Okay. Getting confused. Okay, 1d8. What's this one?
Crossbow's a d8.
Yeah.
Yeah. Light crossbow's d8.
That crossbow is d6. Okay, go for it.
Does he have?
What?
Color skin does he have?
Actually, double check.
5, 16,
So 32 plus 5.
plus 5.
37.
Yes.
Coppery.
37. Oh, shit. Okay.
So the plus 5 is after, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Because that's your proficiency and shit.
Yeah.
Brownish with a tinge of green.
Misplaced my pen.
You want me to throw one at you?
Please.
There was somewhere.
An effort was made, but
Piccolo.
Okay.
that's fine. I'm going to get that one back from him when he's done. I don't need it right now. So.
Yeah, it's fine. I probably set mine under the book or something.
It's there. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it. You're fine.
Alright.
Amber golden.
I think Jared from Dark Crystal.
Okay. Bonus action or anything? Or
My bonus action, I'm gonna hide again.
Brown.
Okay, go ahead.
Rehide. Just this bolt comes out of nowhere and just. Where the heck?
Touch on stealth. 19
19
plus
11
11. Oh, yeah, so
30.
30.
Okay.
The loot, I think it's like a mahogany color. It's within 60 feet of me, correct?
Which one? This one or?
The first one.
The first one that
Yeah, the first one's
technically,
definitely
because I don't think we know about.
We
it.
don't even know
Yeah.
what happened over there.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
a funk.
Notes just
Yeah.
go.
Because if you were going to reference this one, I was going to tell you that you.
Oh, okay,
you don't
gotcha.
know, but,
I'm gonna cast a 3rd level Shatter.
Okay. That's a
which-
saving throw for me, right?
Yes, Constitution saving throw.
Nope. Natural 4.
Awesome. That's 3d8 thunder damage. I'm sorry, 4d8 thunder damage. So
There you go.
steal 2.
It is not wearing any armor or anything.
Okay, and it's not stone, metal, crystal.
Nope.
Okay. Well, that would have just been disadvantage on saving throw, so it doesn't
okay.
matter.
Yeah.
10. That's 21 thunder damage.
21 thunder damage.
It's all weird ass dice. It's not for something.
Which one?
You know what those symbols go to?
Alright.
They look like before.
Any bonus action or anything?
No. Okay. I would say healing word, but I don't think anybody needs healed yet.
No.
Did you want to move? Did you want to move anywhere?
No, I'm pretty comfortable with where I'm at.
Okay.
Actually, that's a tree to the right of me, correct?
Yep.
Can I go get cover?
Sure.
And then I'll click my light up sketchers as well. So they
Okay.
give me a little flare. Which actually immediately gives away my hiding spot. But
Morzog, your turn.
How far am I away from it? Not like it matters, but how far away from me is it?
within 60 feet.
Within,
Yeah, you're
within
you're,
death?
You're within 30.
Okay. Well, move me up to the big old boy here.
Oh shit. And you're dead. Sorry.
Trip over a branch.
Yep.
And for funsies, because I want to, Thunderous Smite.
Okay. Is that a bonus action to do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you did pretty well.
And is that just added damage, or do I need
added damage? And if it hits, you're knocked prone and all kind of fun shit. So
no saving throw attached, or?
I'm pretty sure there is.
There is. I got it.
Yeah, it'd be his saving throw because it was his spell.
Oh yeah, you're
18.
18 to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
Woohoo!
You get 2d6.
Yeah. 2d6 plus. Am I blind? There it is.
And what's the saving throw?
Strength.
Oh shit.
Oof. Yeah, that helped.
What's the DC?
13.
13? It passes.
Yeah, I'm trying to
That just
think.
means it's not prone, though, right?
It
It
doesn't
just
get
means it's
knocked,
not prone.
it doesn't get. If you fail, you get knocked 10 feet away and are prone.
Yeah.
He's fine.
So.
But you take full
10,
damage
11,
Yeah.
16, 26 points of damage.
26.
Ooh, that's 16 to hit?
16 hits. 16 hits.
And that's 22 points of damage.
Okay. Just real quick, because I forgot to do it at the beginning of its turn, but I'll go ahead and do it now. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Why?
Because I said so.
Constitution, I'll be fine.
Yeah, 21.
Yeah, you're fine. You are. Just make a note. You are immune to stench for 24 hours.
Oh.
Because
Like-
as you approach this,
Neat.
this thing smells
Awful.
huh,
Oh, okay.
like rot.
How-
Just straight up booty.
So, like, Morzog's sock,
Like,
where we
Meat
go.
scale. Like scale kind of thing.
Like
Yeah, I
if
mean-
Morzog dipped his sock in like rotting flesh.
Oh, so it'd make it a little better than Morzog.
Improvements. Upgrades, people.
Upgrades.
Upgrades.
So not make a good friend.
Okay.
Hopefully you get close enough for the friendship risk on it.
You'd be surprised.
You trap it on its tongue.
I just,
But which fork?
there's two bracelets.
Yeah, and then you pull them together so it just makes one tongue again.
The Slipknot version?
Yeah.
Alrighty, so this thing is going to make 2 attacks at you, Morzog.
As it should.
That seems fair.
Oh my god, that's terrible. That's a 12.
Nope.
A hard no.
Just lick your butt. Doesn't work.
This one is a 27.
Oh, yeah. That'd do it.
That would do.
So we're gonna do 14 slashing damage.
Okay.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Heckin'
Okay.
He's faking it's shiny.
21 again?
I found on the sidewalk on my way to school one day.
Are you rolling with advantage?
Nope. Straight rolling. I have +5 to my saving throw.
No,
so-
you're fine. For some reason, I thought I heard roll multiple times and I was reading. So
No.
anyway,
Big orc, big constitution.
Ooh.
Big boy.
okay.
8 Drew?
Yeah.
No.
Oh no!
No.
You failed.
Oh, yes.
Oh no.
The big no.
The big no.
Okay.
Oof.
Okay. So after the slash across your armor, you feel some of the blood start to trickle down below, and you are filled with a fury that can only be quenched in blood. Hey, Jethro,
So normal.
what's your armor class?
I like that question. Let me just double check. 17.
Okay.
I think I got something recently that is makes my AC higher. Did I not? I thought I did.
I don't remember. Was it one of those drawery things that we just got?
We only got the one, I think.
Just the one? The ring?
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Sorry, I rolled the wrong damage dice. Hold on a second.
I think you got something else, didn't you?
I just don't remember what it was.
Was there something at the very end of last session? Because I was busy doing other things at the very end of last session. We were doing some loot of some kind, I believe. No, because we were
Take 15 slashing damage and 3 necrotic damage. As you're standing there behind the tree watching Morzog go head to head with this guy.
Sorry, it was 15 and 3?
Huh?
It was 15 damage and 3 damage?
Yes.
So
You are approached by another one behind you.
Oh, cute.
You feel the claw go into the your side, like right below your ribs, and then a bite on your shoulder, and you turn around to see another one of these black skinned things, the shadow coming off of them.
Can I wink at it? Because it bites my shoulder.
You are more than welcome to.
Do we see Jethro?
I wink at it and I kind of like stick my teeth out through my tongue a little
We
bit.
hear Jethro holler out in pain.
Also,
Is it painter?
also make a Constitution saving throw.
Because it smell bad.
That's-
And I want you
yeah.
to smell bad too. It doesn't matter. Tell him what it is.
It's a 1. It's a nat 1.
Okay.
It's a 2.
Yeah. I was gonna say it's not gonna. Don't look at your modifiers like
Okay,
it's just
let's
gonna
see.
save you.
You are paralyzed for a minute.
Oh,
Make
fuck.
one more.
A minute. That's a long fucking time.
14.
Okay, you are not poisoned and you are immune to stench for 24 hours.
Alright. After this is done, I'm going for a round of Morzog socks. I just want to see what happens.
Yeah.
After I'm, not paralyzed.
Bastion's turn.
I don't know what the fuck you're up to.
Bastion.
Who up?
You leave Bastion
Yeah.
alone.
It being Bastion's
Bastion
turn.
You
turns
leave
into
Bastion
a
to
fucking
hide.
gold dragon.
Yeah.
Bastion rolled a natural 20 perception
Solid. Good
Oh
boy.
boy.
and sees another one. He turns around,
Don't do Bastion.
charges.
No, Bastion.
You guys hear a loud.
Get it done.
Bastion doing the damages.
Take him down.
Doing a heckin' bite.
And all your backs are turned.
Well, I could have peripheral vision, but
And we're just going to do some neat stuff over her. Where the fuck? There it is.
yeah.
Yeah, blah. Oh,
Words.
I'm stupid.
English is hard.
He did not like that. You hear a growling and another one of these monsters scream in pain from this direction.
Oh boy.
I gotta know, did I make a saving throw?
Ah, thank you.
I gotta know.
Yes, you did.
I had a boy. Good doggo.
He is perfectly fine.
Better be.
Alright,
And then he eats your boots and we're all done.
Zan hears noises coming from this direction. Since this thing is wailing in pain and is going to go run and help.
I had a boy.
Alright, this is Zan. Zan is...
Advantage, because Bastion.
Or no, this is Zor. You guys have been fucking
Zor.
with Zan.
Yeah, Zan's the one on his ass.
Yeah, this is Zor. Zor... Oh, fuck.
You're
Zor
perfect,
rolled
Bastion.
terrible.
Yeah,
Zor,
it happens.
Zor rolled bad.
He's trying.
Yeah. Zan is going to stand up. He is scared of this one. And so he is going to start making his way this way. He does not get full movement out of it. Or, well, he gets full movement, but he doesn't get all the way there. He'll run up.
Uh-huh.
Your turn.
Okay. Do I see the one accosting Jethro?
Yeah, you would. Its attack would break its stealth, so.
Okay, I am going to Thorn Whip that bitch.
What's the range
Whip
of Thorn Whip?
Whip it, you
Whip it good.
100 feet away, so I think I got that.
get.
Oh, shit.
Okay, Poison Ivy.
Thank you for making the reference. I'm very proud of it.
Hey, babe, guess what?
Uh-huh.
Something got lower than you.
Yay! Also,
Done.
fuck you.
Something was less than a 6. Let's go.
I was gonna say, Garm's lower than I am, so, you know.
I'm also the paladin.
Actually, this one.
That's
got
true.
The same, kind of, yeah.
Big and slow.
It's fine.
So,
We had a wholesome session the last session, so I figured I'd introduce some chaos.
do you want to flip them around so we can,
That's
Yeah,
fair.
The bad
which
guys
ones
around.
are the
That's
bad
fair,
guys?
that's fair.
As you-
yeah, so we can see how many there are, kind of.
Yeah. Bottom one. There you go.
There you go.
Thank you.
So now you can tell bad guys from good guys.
Because my eyesight is shit and I can't read this.
Melee spell tech.
What was the range, though? I'm sorry.
100 feet.
Oh, okay, you're good. Yeah, fine. Mm-hmm.
27.
Yeah.
Yup.
Get it. Did you leave that dice on that one? What's wrong with
There you
you?
go.
Bad juju.
Sure thing. Oh, no, I need to back. Come back.
Four.
6.
Ah, damn it, I was close.
6 damage?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, all damage is damage.
Any other effect to that, or just damage?
Oh, I pulled him 10 feet closer to me. Opportunity attack.
It was forced movement.
Doesn't matter.
Also
I'm
paralyzed.
also paralyzed.
Yeah, he's
He is also paralyzed, but forced movement, which does not provoke attack of opportunity. Bonus action or anything, or
Nope, that is all.
okay. Gone.
You want to re-roll your saving throw?
Oh, yeah. I do. Thanks.
Does
For being scared?
Oh yeah, thank you.
does Zan get to reroll his?
13.
Did you add my 2 to it?
Nope.
Good point.
15.
Okay, Zan is fine. What'd you get?
15.
Not quite.
Damn it!
Zan has broken out of his fear. He is fine.
Good shit.
Yeah, shit.
Garm, your turn.
Yeah, put me next to the one on the right.
Yeah. Give it to him.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm it's gonna give it to him. All right, that's 24.
Yep. The business.
The
Give
business.
him the business.
I'm smiting him.
Okay. The sauce. Give him the sauce, Garm.
We'll give him a nice level 1 smite left tap.
Okay. Little peck on the cheek.
Just a little tap.
Does your
My extra D is only for like undead, right?
This is undead.
This is undead?
Yeah.
Gimme.
That's exactly
Undead
that.
counts. Undead damage.
You are very familiar with this undead.
Whee. These are fantastic numbers, and I love all of them. 31.
31. 31 damage?
Yeah.
Ow. How much of that is radiant?
Pick a d6.
19.
19.
So
I rolled-
It'd be 38.
I rolled 2 8s.
Damn.
38 points of radiant damage.
And what was the rest of the damage?
10.
10?
4 if it's cold.
The cold doesn't matter, it's the radiant I'm concerned
Okay. Well, no, the other damage is this damage then.
So, as you drive your sword across its form, the flash of radiant energy pulses through it, and it lets out a wail of pain as you see the wound that you carved is just like smoldering with like steam and heat. Where we at? Garm, monster.
Monster. Still my turn. Yeah.
For that.
This one, okay. So this one.
Guys, I'm gonna hit it again.
Caleb,
Oh yeah, because you have
you know
multi-attack.
damn
Sorry.
well if we end up being a
I'm not-
positive,
I'm not
we
done.
win.
You're good. That's my fault.
I would moderately feel bad, but then I win. So
Yeah, right? Like,
I have to make sure.
because I don't see anyone else being that good of a combo.
Modified 20.
Modified 20 hits.
Smite.
Miss me.
Yeah, but not in who?
We'll just go ahead and use it to level 1
I don't know,
again.
Devin.
Huh?
I don't know, get the
Well, Devin was not a...
Give me slashing plus cold as a number, and then radiant as a number.
Okay, so 6 for slashing plus cold,
Okay.
and then 12 for radiant.
Do the damages. Do the damages.
Oh boy. So as you drive the sword into it one more time, the flash of radiant burns, and it courses through its chest, just almost decaying it in a way.
Yeah, good thing I haven't killed the paladin yet, huh?
The burn of it goes across its torso before it kind of like falls in half, just smoldering away with a
I have no intention of killing Garm.
and just
Big dead?
big dead,
Big dead.
big dead. It spreads out into ashes, just nothing left.
How much movement I got left?
I have no intention of killing you, but if you try to kill me,
You only
I'm
moved
just
like
gonna
10ish
go back.
feet, so you still got another like 20.
No.
Jeff rolled this stuff.
But why?
Send me towards Bastion.
Sword Bastion?
Send me towards the one on the back.
Get about there. You can see the commotion going on as roll a perception check for me real quick. You see one of the brothers hefting a big sword, like harrying the thing, trying to drive it back away. What'd you roll?
8.
8? Yeah.
Oh.
And Bastion is in full crouch, his teeth bared.
Good boy.
The eyes gleaming in anger, large growl. Bonus action or anything, or
No, I'm gonna roll my wisdom throw though.
go ahead.
That was a trip. Nope.
Nope. What'd you get?
10.
Okay, nope.
It was almost an 18.
Oh.
You gotta
So
love it
close.
when it takes you on a trip.
It was.
No, it's just like right there, and then it's just like just enough momentum to push.
As you turn away from the one that you killed and start running toward the next one, the glade and the pond and the forest all disappear, and all of a sudden you are in a city street. Piles of bodies lay everywhere as undead pour over city walls. Okay, now it's this guy's turn. This one finally moves out into the open. hits. We'll go ahead and just do the second attack on top. That also hits.
If I crit one of these things, does my smite double again?
Yes.
All dice roll.
Yeah.
All
and
dice
your
All divine damage would be double.
yeah.
Well, quadruple.
Yeah, your smite damage would essentially quadruple because of undead not liking radiant.
I'll pay you 1 divine smite to fuck off.
Okay.
And those are what, D8, right?
So
How many of them?
he may or
Just
he
max.
did
4.
4.
6 points of
You know how much damage that
light,
is?
2 points
If
of
I max
necrotic.
it, dead.
128.
And the other one is
I cast the smite. Fuck you.
7.
Yeah. I want to do what's called the peasant cannon.
Oh gosh. I saw a whole video about
Your
that
brother's
the
gonna
other
make a
day.
Constitution saving throw and natural
So
20 it,
good.
so he's fine. No paralysis for him. Let's see if he's poisoned.
That's alright. Did you see the one on the demon loop?
Maybe not.
Okay.
So the peasants rebel.
As
He
of
went
what?
down
No.
and rallied the demons.
It is back to your turn.
So instead of doing it in a straight line,
I'm
he
gonna
did it
do
in
a sneak and
infinity
stab.
motion.
A
Since
sneak
he
and
has
stab.
action surge,
What
he's
was
the one in the
your
center. So he passes it, then action
30,
surges,
right?
then he
Yeah.
launches it.
Okay.
A
So
lot.
it just builds up all these moves and an infinite
I'm
cycle,
stabbing it
and then
with my
just launches it
Misty
straight
Dagger.
out.
Okay.
No,
And
no,
like
no,
visuals
no,
and
no.
everything that would do would be like it's like 518 d6 of damage or
And
some
actually
shit like
closed
that.
out. Okay, there we go.
It's some like rules lawyer bullshit, like
No.
technicality and
This
the
is the
advantage.
infinite. So
Oh,
instead of the line,
Yeah.
this is the infinity symbol, and it's just
Do I have advantage?
Yeah.
Okay, let me. Thank you. I should probably. Oh, that didn't do any better.
That,
it's
oh my.
it's some rule lore and shit, but technically it's possible.
Go away.
So
Go away.
what are you doing?
Well, because to look at my stuff, I have to be 1 page, but I don't remember. It doesn't show. I have to look at 2 pages. So Mr. Dagger plus 9. So that would be a 13.
13 does not hit.
Well,
Jesus, what'd you roll?
I rolled a 4,
Yeah.
and then I dropped it, and it didn't really roll, but it rolled a 3 the second one. So,
Big oof.
yeah. Well, then my second attack, I'll attack with my plus
Could you
1
imagine
dagger.
if I could giant dragon the
Or
rocks
actually,
and the townspeople
I wanna
come
take
out
my
and
bonus
just, like,
action
setting
and hide
the center
again.
with, like, infinite loop.
You will have to move back into somewhere to cover because currently you're just out.
died.
TR.
I'm just curious.
Never mind.
Hold on.
Because then, because that'd be attack of opportunity and
518
all that.
118
So then I'm going to hit it again with
Okay.
my 1 dagger, which I
Can you hold
think
it and put in a number?
I think so. I'm trying to remember.
does that also get advantage?
Swipe.
Because there wasn't.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. It's 9, 26.
26 hits.
4, 6, 2, 8, piercing.
You still get a sneak attack if you have advantage? How that works?
What? You can only use sneak attack once per turn.
Oh. Well, she missed. So.
Yeah, and well, because she didn't hit with the first one, like the first attack reveals, but she still has sneak attack, so this would still give her sneak attack because she didn't hit with the first
Oh,
one.
so then I'll roll
And she still has advantage.
3.
Yep.
16 plus another 16 damage. So
Dedication.
16 total.
no,
Yeah. It was 16 plus 9.
it's not. I think it
I
was
believe.
plus 8.
Or no, yeah.
Yeah, it was I rolled a 2 plus 6
Yes.
plus 16.
24.
Okay, good.
Okay. That one actually goes
I'm gonna
down.
break my.
Woo! Butt stabbing for the win.
You stab it right in the middle of the spine where you see the because of the hunched form, you can see the vertebrae poking out, and you stab the knife right in between two of the vertebrae, and it crumples down in kind of like a lockjaw fashion into ashes.
Might break my pad here, so.
Which, because I mentioned that. This one.
There should be another one gone too.
Yeah, I know.
Whatever one hit Jethro.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Okay. We're good. Things have been updated. Alright.
Wonder how long it's going to take
So
for that
both
to
your
work.
attacks.
Mhm.
Then it is now Jethro's turn.
I'm fully paralyzed, aren't I?
So you're
For a minute.
So you're So you're.
For this
Well,
entire
let me-
combat situation.
Hang on.
For 10 rounds at
This
least.
is the third combat.
The target
altercation
can
where I've
repeat
paralyzed
the saving
entire
throw at the
time.
end of each of its turns.
Oh,
so
you're
go
not
ahead
saving
and re-roll your saving throw.
What kind of
rolled
saving
my
throw
back.
was it?
Constitution.
Constitution. Okay.
Yeah.
I tried to roll 518 d6s.
Did it freeze?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I got a 4.
A 4
I got
total.
Total, I got
Oh,
4.
God. Yeah, it's still paralyzed.
I got
Oh
You're
well,
stuck
would
behind
I get his?
No.
I mean, I
No,
get a 6.
no, he's way over here.
I've got to be
That was-
really close.
I just want to state that was a joke because I'd still only
Yeah,
get 6.
6.
Oh, would I have also gotten +2 from being close to you? No.
It's for saving. My thing's for saving throws.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Morzog.
Oh, that wasn't even a roll. Okay. Yeah, that hits.
Oh.
24 points of damage.
Any of that like radiant or
Oh,
anything?
no. That's just
I
straight
couldn't
up
remember.
fuck you damage, yeah.
I couldn't remember. How long does the other thing last for?
It lasts until...
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, that thing's dead.
Okay. Well, fuck me. Okay, well, and I get a bonus attack. Because I killed something.
To the thing that is closest to
To
you.
you.
Which,
Yeah.
that's currently Jethro.
Yeah.
Fuck y'all.
So,
I thought is it the thing closest to you, or is it the
It's the
enemy
close-
closest?
is
Closest to me.
So as Morzog cuts down the Shadow Ghast with his axe, and it falls down into ashes in multiple pieces, he turns around and looks straight at you, Jethro.
Yeah, I'm sentient enough to understand
And
what's going on.
no,
right?
you're
Okay.
sitting there, you're just basically
You're
like
paralyzed, though, so do I have advantage?
you're just stuck in. Oh
Shut the fuck
yeah,
up, Will.
and it's a critical. Automatically.
Then what?
I thought it was so long as it hits. It's a
Jethro
critical.
is going.
So long as it hits, it
down.
is a critical, but he has
Oh.
advantage on the strike.
That, he could still roll 2 natural ones. Okay.
Alright,
That's fair.
I can fucking hope.
So as he
I'm
turns
invested,
around,
so I'm just gonna get
Jethro, you see this just twisted look of fury on Morzog's face. All of his teeth are bared as he's gripping his axe white knuckle. And he walks over and grabs with both hands and lifts it above his head. Go ahead and roll attack.
I
with
will
advantage.
say, mentally, I know Jethro can't do this because he's paralyzed. I want to reach into my pocket where I've made the Morzog friendship bracelet
And just like, please.
and just as a
Right.
last ditch, but I know I can't. Just so you guys can see the inside of what's happening
Right.
for Jethro.
It was just
We're gonna see what's happening to the
Motherfucker.
inside.
What'd you get?
That would be a 28 to hit.
Rolled 19.
Oh, I was gonna
Okay.
say, Jesus, does he crit? We're fucked.
Okay. No, he auto crits
I auto
because he's paralyzed.
so...
And if he rolled a critical, it wouldn't be
Yeah.
quadruple damage. It would still be double.
God damn it.
What'd you roll?
Hold on.
We are gonna get to see the inside of what's going on with Jethro.
That's
Shit, you can't
37
do it.
points of slashing damage.
37
No,
points.
I'm good. Yeah, I'm definitely.
Are you?
No.
Are you?
Oh yeah, I'm fine.
Who's next?
I'm down just as a statement.
Okay.
Are you unconscious?
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
What's your max hit points? Just out of curiosity.
42.
42. Okay.
But,
Which you
but
had
what,
cushion-
what
you
everyone
had
needs to
cushion, you're
realize
fine.
here, and what's quickly becoming the problem, is if I keep dropping shit to 0, these are all just extra attacks. I haven't even hit my second attack of the turn, and this shit forces me to keep going. So who's next?
Elrana.
Do you like run out of movement at some point here?
As long as I'm moving towards something I consider hostile, I get an extra 30 feet.
Which right now isn't everything.
Which is fucking everything.
So
Yes.
you have an extra. So given the movement that you have base plus the extra movement, you have like 40 feet left.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can get just about anyone.
Go again.
You're gonna hit because I don't have the high AC. Roll a natural 1. That's the only way you're not gonna hit me.
No advantage, just straight roll.
That's a 15.
Yep,
No,
yep.
no, that's a lot more than that. But
Either
okay.
way, it's still gonna hit.
Yeah. This is a bonus attack, by the way. £24 points of damage.
I'm still kicking.
Hmm?
I'm still
Tablet's
kicking.
still frozen.
Is my what still frozen?
Your tablet.
Oh no, it didn't want to load the page,
Oh,
so it reloaded itself.
damn.
Yeah. Yep. How much movement do I have left over? Like currently?
20.
20 feet.
23 points of damage.
Still left.
Fucking get it, Druid. What's your hit point total?
54. Barely, but I'm still alive.
It lasts until I start my turn with no creatures within 60 feet of me that I can see or hear. By the way. Or,
No, you better hide.
yeah. No, you better just a fucking player.
She will too. She'll be like, I'm gonna hide, and then just rolls like a 40 and just
I am
disappears.
going to use my bonus action to cast Shield of Faith.
On yourself?
Can you,
Yeah. Because
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
can you
pissed.
do that in a fit of rage?
Mm-hmm. I'm not
It's
technically
tec-
raging.
technically it's not a barbarian's rage, which would cancel out all spell casting.
So.
Is that your turn?
I can do so much more, but I don't know if I should. I don't want to, but I don't know if it requires me to.
Hang on.
No, I have 5 hit points. I can count.
Oh shit.
It doesn't say I have to. It just says I have to use my
I
action.
know.
each round
I'm
to
just
attack
looking.
something.
I'm just looking.
And if I can make any extra attacks as part of the attack action. So.
So this is the part where you kill Gar.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh fuck.
To be fair, it just says to kill him. It doesn't say that he has to
Can't
stay
be
dead.
brought back. I know. I've been thinking that. Okay, like I was fixing to make a deal with Garm and be like, "Hey, dude, we're gonna go find a cleric, and you're gonna help me with something."
My gut reaction was like, as soon as Morzak woke up, be like, "Hey, Morzak, question. Think about being a paladin. Thoughts?"
Take one level in paladin. Oh, buddy, you squishy.
Well, it's one bathed in light, so I'm
Clearly.
assuming it's one who worships someone who has a domain over the sun.
Well, and that's why I didn't directly go for
Attack action.
Garm, because Garm doesn't. You know, that's not his. If I remember right, right?
What?
You're not bathed in light as a paladin, right? You're kind of anti-god bullshit or whatever.
He's a Bahamut worshiper.
Less Jesus, more.
I have an option. I don't have to go after Garm until he's the last one standing here.
So
He might be closest to you. Though.
okay. So yeah, it just says you have to
He
use
is
your
closer than
action
Father.
to make as many attacks as possible. It
Okay.
does not say you have to use your action surge.
Okay. Then I'm currently not going to.
It just says if you
I'm
have the
fighting with myself to not do this at
Yes.
the current moment. So,
Yeah. It just says if you have the opportunity to make multiple attacks in a
Yeah.
turn, do it.
which I did.
And you're out of attacks now. Right?
Yes.
Okay, it is now the Shadow Guest's turn. He is going to...
It would be Garm next at the moment.
Is it Garm now? Fuck.
Yeah, after... which, are you still up?
Yeah.
Okay, you're still up.
I got 5 HP.
Okay.
God damn it.
5 HP in a dream. 5 HP in a dream.
And I knew it was going to be Jethro first. Like, I knew the first time I failed this, it was going to be Jethro first.
It's okay. It's alright.
Now, is this from the axe?
So, the Shadow Gas is going to attack
Yeah,
the
it
dog.
just
He's going
Bitch.
to make 2 attacks
But
at
no
the
one
dog.
knew
First
that.
one misses.
I attuned to it, you know. It's one of those things.
The second one
So,
misses.
and I passed every fucking
The
Good.
dog is on fire.
That first one.
the shadow
But I
gas
am
is
such
swinging
a
its
threat
claws
to
and
this
trying to
party
grab it
because
so he
of the
can
amount of
bite,
damage I can
and the dog is just
do
like
with it.
ducking, and it even makes a rolling trick where it rolls past the arms that are trying to grab it, and it's going to counterattack. Let's see, bonus action.
Can anybody take you out of the rage?
To do that, so he's going
You go berserk until you start your turn with no creature within 60 feet.
Okay.
You can see
to that one
If
with
you
it.
go down. I know it's not realistic, but
I can go down.
It might be a little realistic.
Yeah, but and then you're not just hitting bullshit ACs. You're trying to hit my AC, and I'm trying to defend myself. So
you're trying to hit his AC with shield.
yeah, plus shield of faith.
How's that
Oh,
work
yeah.
out against
Shield
Gorilla?
phase what, 2?
Yeah, plus 2. So I'm at 19. I'm at his armor class now, but I also have shield. So
Okay.
Jethro.
So as you guys hear the fight going on in this little bit right
did
here.
anyone see me take out Jethro?
Oh yeah,
Oh, I didn't know if anyone seen me take out Jethro. I didn't know if she was looking that way
yeah.
or where she was.
Il-Rana did.
Oh, okay. So anyone see me assault Rana is the question.
I probably did.
If anyone, it would be
would've.
from the side of her eye.
These two have their
Okay.
back. They would have heard the commotion,
Heard something, but,
but
not
their
okay.
back is currently turned.
I was just curious about
You
how
see
this plays.
Morzog. You see Morzog run at Jethro. You see Morzog run from Jethro to her, and just start whacking. The commotion that's going on from here, you hear the scream of the shadow gas trying to claw the dog. You hear roars, and then, boom! A loud, thunderous sound. Your brother comes out of the woods heading this way, stops here, and goes, "Guys, you should just see what the dog... What the fuck?" And looks over at you standing over Il-Rana with
If
an
we're
axe.
still technically in combat, then
Yep, we're still in combat.
other shit's gonna happen.
I understand.
Okay.
It was just a little
Little blur of
narrative.
what's going on.
It's fine. So he comes out saying, "Guys, you should just see what the dog did. What in the hell is going on?" And sees you attacking Il-Rana. He is going to...
Yeah, here's my question.
Fuck, what is he going to do?
He's family.
Yeah, I know.
You really think he's going to attack me?
No. Hold on.
I think he's gonna run and go, oh shit,
He's
stab
going
her in the
to...
back.
I
He's
know.
going to
Yeah.
run and kind of do like a football hook kind of deal, and is going to try to grapple you. Screaming, "Knock it off!
Here.
Quit!" So go ahead and make a athletics check.
Mhm. It's a 9.
Total?
Yeah, because I rolled a 2.
Okay. He runs up and like wraps his arms around you.
Which one's this?
Zan.
Shit or
Zan.
herpes?
Okay, Zan's the smaller one of the two. So
No, this is Zor. Sorry,
Damn
because
it.
this one is Zan because he got scared.
Yeah.
So this is Zor. This is he drops his great sword off to kind of like the side, and just wraps his arms around you, preventing your arms from moving. Just telling you, knock it off, quit. Which I don't need this anymore.
As a side note, if you get grappled, does that break concentration?
no, because
no.
I didn't take damage.
Okay.
And even then, I can come save the throw. So
Yeah.
Just preventing my book from shutting.
For future reference.
Oh hey, I found my pen.
hey, good boy.
I don't remember what I had holding the place of. Oh. Okay. Thanks.
Yep.
Hearing this, your brother's gonna turn around, and because of how big you are, he is going to assist. You're already grappled.
So an opposing strength check or opposing grapple with advantage.
I guess. Yeah, sure.
Oh, that was a trip.
Yeah.
Okay.
16.
He beat you by 1.
Okay.
So you now have both your brothers on you, just holding your arms down, keeping you from raising your axe again.
Okay.
Elrana.
Hold on. Damn it, I didn't take the fucking spell.
Other than us leaving, is there anything that can break that? No.
To my knowledge, I don't know.
I was waiting for this to happen.
Well, that's why I
I've
was,
passed them up till this point.
Yeah.
well, that's why I was wondering if you go down, does it break?
No. We'll have to find out.
That's-
I really don't know. I
that's-
I
mean,
didn't take the spell.
That's about where we're at.
I am going to Thorn Whip him to also help hold him.
Okay.
so what do I need to do?
I mean, you don't have grasping vine. Is that what you were looking for?
Yep. Either way, I'll still Thorn Whip him.
Okay.
We'll say it does it for flavor. Doesn't actually help anything. It just
It just kind of hangs on.
You,
just
you
doesn't do
can you
anything,
can
just
thorn whip him,
flavor
but
text
after the whip goes off, it disappears. So you can still whip him if you want. Whip him good.
What do you need out of me?
No, she's got to make a spell attack.
Oh.
Which he is within melee, so I think that constitutes disadvantage.
Only if it's
Or
well,
is
does
it
count as
considered a
range?
melee spell attack or a
it
ranged
is a
spell
melee
attack?
spell attack.
Okay, then
no,
you're
it's
fine. No disadvantage if it's melee.
Would this work against you
But
right
sure,
now?
them double check.
I don't know. I honestly do not know.
What is it?
Hideous laughter. Would it do anything to him?
I'd find out.
Hello. Can you fucking
First time this is happening, I'm not a fucking clue, guys. Like,
Google?
What are you looking for?
yeah, but I don't want to metagame it that much.
Yeah, melee spell attack. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh shit, he did. Shield. It's not gonna hit.
His Shield of Faith, so he's at
I have Shield of
19.
No,
It's
Shield of
18.
Faith is different.
I am 19 with Shield of Faith.
18.
Okay, yeah.
Do I get advantage?
He is being held, so yeah.
Nope.
Okay.
Kayla's just like, no!
In addition to that, as that didn't work, I am going to Healing Word Jethro.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
I was gonna say, cause you that,
Before-
I
before
almost
you-
wrecked your hit points, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
you really got
I'm
close.
I'm glad that the specifics say that he needs to down them, not kill them. Otherwise, he would keep hitting your corpse.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. And that's the way I took it, was just kind of, oh, well, he's done, move on to the next.
He's dead, Jim.
9.
Okay,
So if
so
we
you
all
have
got
9 hit
knocked
points.
out and you came back, would you be like, oh fuck?
You are now awake on the ground, staring up at a canopy of red leaves.
I was going to do a lot of
Clutching
other things.
Morzog's friendship bracelet so tightly.
Well, I mean,
What'd you say, babe?
Said I was going to do other things, but that works.
everyone, no, yeah.
Alright, that's all of your turn?
Mhm.
Don't want to try to move or anything, just gonna stay in melee range?
I mean,
Well, he technically can't provoke an opportunity attack because he's being grappled.
Well,
Right.
he would still get opportunity, but it would be a disadvantage.
yeah.
Okay, I don't have the hit points to try and take a hit from Warzog. So
It's
I'll
a
just stay
disadvantage,
here.
though. I mean,
Okay. Alright.
I'll just stay here.
Okay. Garm.
Just turn me around.
Okay. You are seeing Morzog struggling against his two brothers with a look of fury, staring at kind of a conflicted view of like Ilrana and the brothers, but he is just pissed, like red-faced, just angry.
Somebody needs a nap. Just put me in there.
Alright. Put me in, coach.
I'm ready to play
I'm just-
today.
I'm just going. We're just gonna all in it.
I'm just gonna all in it, huh?
Just gonna all in it.
More
The
than we'll
bonus
remember
action,
this.
Thunderous Smite.
Oh shit. Okay.
I'm just all in and
Question: if I fail it and it knocks me prone, am I still grappled? Because it pushes the Thunderous Smite will push me 10 feet and knock me prone.
That's a good question.
So will it break the grapples?
We'll see.
Okay.
they're holding on to you. Do they go with?
I'm not trying to hang on to them though, you know.
Yeah, but even if they're holding on to them, you know, like, I don't think they'd be able to get their footing after being
We
heated.
will see.
That one. Advantage. It's 21 altogether.
Shield.
Okay. Swing again. You're what, 24?
Yep.
Not that. You go over here.
You will, because he's being grappled. You do have advantage.
He's rolling at
I'm
advantage.
rolling. Okay.
Yeah.
I was just making sure.
No.
Okay. Is the components for shield just verbal?
I'm pretty sure. Let me check here. It's it's verbal somatic.
Ooh.
He wouldn't be able to move his hands.
Yeah, you're not going to be
Yeah.
holding my hand.
Yeah.
I'd be able to move my hands.
Because the way, at least the way it said is, it was like they were keeping you from raising your arm.
Yeah,
Your
there's.
hands.
I mean,
You can go shield.
yeah,
Shield.
that's pretty much my thing. Is shield.
DM's discretion.
Yeah, I mean
He
technically.
was also grappled by 2 people.
I mean, I've always used shield as kind of a. Not a big whole, hand wavy thing. Just kind of a
Well,
simple fuck you.
The point of somatic is to have your full arm movement.
Shush.
I would say, with the way your brothers are trying to hold you down, you probably wouldn't be able to have that.
Okay.
Alright, my second one still misses. My first one hits.
Okay, so go ahead and roll damage for 1.
And you know what? This is the full...
Am I getting full cabbage?
The full palette here.
Yeah, buddy.
My cabbages!
My cabbages.
I wonder if they trademark that phrase. I feel like they should.
They should have.
Need a D6.
I like in Korra that he has his own cabbage corp.
Yeah.
We're not there yet. We're not there yet.
Oh, you made that far yet?
Nah. Kayla wants to sit down and watch it.
That's
Binge watch.
Like,
That's
binge
pretty,
watch.
that's pretty early in the first season when that happens. So.
I think it's like
Like,
You got it, bud.
second.
I will probably
It's
have to
really
take a day off
It's
work
a
to
little
watch
further than that.
it.
I think it's like
No, it just
That
means we have to
one
watch
is-
it whenever it's your day
This
off.
one's cocked as fuck.
but
It was the number that it was cocked to, so whatever. So,
what's the Constitution save that I have to hit here?
well, it's a strength check, so you're probably gonna hit it.
Oh,
Strength 13.
Oh, 5.
So go ahead and roll that.
Roll a natural 1, roll a natural 1, roll a natural 1.
It's a 10.
Yeah, did you go through 13, so yeah, you win.
Yeah.
So that's 10,
No, it's up to the DM's discretion how I get yeeted
12,
here.
14, 17, 21.
So wait, you failed the check?
Yeah.
Okay.
You take 24 damage.
Okay.
So you're
That's
gonna
not
get
failed
knocked 10
strength
feet and go prone. Your
Yeah.
brothers are gonna make strength saving throws to hold the fuck on.
All right.
With
One.
advantage, because they're doing
One.
it together?
One succeeds. The other fails.
Okay.
So you get yeeted 10 feet and go prone,
Mm-hmm.
and your brother is still holding you. One of them is. The other just, like, you slip through his hands and is like, okay.
My save for Shield of Faith is a pass, by the way.
Passed it.
I took damage. It's a
Oh,
concentration
for
spell.
concentration check. Okay.
It was an 18, just so you know.
Are you going to do? Oh yeah, you missed your other attack.
Yeah, I
sorry.
missed the other ones.
Okay. Jethro, it is your turn. You are currently laying prone on the ground.
Why'd you
So
skip
I'm
note?
here.
Oh yeah, sorry. Note. For some reason, I thought you had already done your shit.
I'm gonna hide.
Okay.
I'm gonna hide. More
Nope,
like
just
friends.
fuck it.
You don't know what's going on. Just...
Okay. You retreat behind a tree. Go ahead and roll stealth.
I mean, if she can stay hidden, even if I downed everybody, then technically I go back to normal and then
She got that thing going on.
I think so. Come on. Yep. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, I'm just rolling.
What's the problem?
She gets kinks in her tail.
Oh.
That's 11. So 25.
25 to hide?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay.
Is that all?
Yeah, I'm just.
She's like, nope, fuck
Some-
it.
some-
The orange pissed, fuck it.
Yeah.
You could have attacked and hit.
Do you want to like hold an attack or anything, or?
I'm not throwing my daggers at him, so.
I'm not a monk, it's not like I can catch him, but
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Yeah, I guess I can
But he's
hold.
prone, so.
But I'm prone and,
What are those
partial cover.
things in the middle?
Oh, that's the lake. I
Oh.
just instead of flipping them up like trees, I just turned them over like water. So. Plus they're blue.
I
So,
guess I can hold a crossbow shot ready just in
Okay.
case.
so you just got a bolt cock, just like
I
taking
had
aim,
remembered that was a lake.
just waiting.
Dunk him. Wake up! Or not wake up, but
Snap out of it.
cold shower.
So you're hiding with an attack waiting. Now Jethro's turn.
Okay, well, I'll get up, for one.
Okay.
And
Oh,
then,
look, Jethro's close again.
Did you skip my turn?
No.
No.
You went. You
You,
just missed.
you vine whipped
Yeah,
me, remember?
you
Okay.
missed him.
and I am going to cast Blindness on Morzog.
Okay.
What's the save?
Constitution save, it's a 14, but I'm going to prep to Cutting Words his Constitution save as well.
Oh, nice,
So that's
nice,
how we
nice.
talked about
Uh-huh.
we would do that.
Okay.
So I'm going to roll a d8. So what was your total?
22.
22 minus 8 is what? 14?
14.
So he would still just make it.
Okay, so you're not.
I was kind of hoping that would work.
Tried.
Okay.
Try.
Never
I mean,
mind.
that was valiant fucking effort, dude.
I rolled the best I could on that d8,
So
man.
say I'm going off of the way that
And now you
Moshe
should
did with
not
Sam,
be the
and
closest
he
thing.
always
Yeah.
got to cutting words after the result.
Yeah, I know that's how we had talked separately about how
Yeah.
we would have to do Cutting Words.
Use your.
Big effort.
Oh yeah, I'm also gonna dip as far as I can.
Yeah, because you.
I don't
What's
care
your health
what
at
way.
again?
There's a 5-foot gap between you and Morzog, so you don't get attack of opportunity. Where are you gonna
Yeah, you're
go?
fucking lucky.
I'm dipping, man. Whatever I got.
Just swing that axe around and just.
Can I climb a tree? No, you have a good jump. Never mind.
Yeah.
Pull my ass back down.
You gotta get
I'm good with
a
that.
good distance away from me.
That's
out of
the
thing,
best I
so-
got right now, so I'm just
Fair.
gonna do
As
that.
far as the 30 feet will take you.
Yeah,
Oh
right.
my goodness.
All
Okay.
right.
I got shit. I gotta lie that.
Jethro.
Would be going behind.
Or
the
not
tree.
Jethro, sorry. Morzog.
Well, I'm gonna try to break the grapple here.
Okay.
I was really hoping that'd work. Because then you have disadvantage on.
Well, does he
all
have
your
to keep
attacks.
going this turn?
What do you mean?
If it's
Yeah,
a no-
it is.
There
it
are
is-
certain things that have to be met for me to drop out of rage, and nothing has been met yet. So
My grand solution is to keep hitting it.
What'd you roll?
Jeff is playing
23.
fuck it.
He also rolled a 23 with a natural 20. So you were
But
still...
what's your modifier?
3.
Yeah, 3.
+4. I'm stronger.
You said you rolled a 23, though.
I'm 24. Or
I thought
23.
you said 23.
23. And you said you rolled 23?
You rolled a natural 20 plus 3.
Okay, so the modifiers are the same, but I'm stronger. It's like checking Dex for initiative. I mean, because my modifier is a +4 modifier.
Do you have discretion?
I started out with the blindness of work.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
How much range does that have?
It had the 30, so I mean, he was 5 feet away from me.
I was gonna say you could still poke out from behind a tree and try again.
I'm probably gonna try again because I think that could work. It almost worked, but I also am trying to get the book out of there.
I might need someone to take a hit for the team to eat that reaction for me.
Actually, it's 160 feet away. Is that what it is? Okay.
Do we all know the axe is cursed, or just you?
No one knows
He
the axe
doesn't
is cursed.
know.
I don't even know the axe is cursed. I'm just pissed.
A tie in the roll means that you stay grappled.
Okay.
So you're still grappled.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and take my second wind here.
Which is something you can do.
And heal myself. And then I'm going to action surge and try to break the grapple again.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I probably won't do it either.
Oh, fuck.
15.
Oh, thank God. Okay, you're still grappled.
That wasn't a very good one, so 15. There we go. That's my turn.
Alright. Bastion's turn.
Bastion, no. Bad dog.
Okay. Alright. Bastion comes flying out of the woods. At full speed, he leaps and plants himself right on top of you. And you feel a whoop in your chest as he plants his full weight.
Okay.
And he's looking at you with these like deep brown eyes, or excuse me, blue eyes.
Yeah.
With these light blue eyes right in your face, and he's not growling. His eyes close, and his back arches, and all of you see a light golden wave go in like a bubble, as big as the space that he and Morzok take up. That then condenses. You're no longer raging.
Hey. Oh, that's handy.
You blink your eyes a couple times, and the dog looks at you and stands up and just kind of pads off.
They're gonna say get a couple like face licks in.
Yeah.
He gets about 5 feet away from you and turns and looks, and just kind of has a tenseness about his body, just staring at you.
This dog is gone.
Well, that's a handy thing to have around, I guess.
Yeah, he's getting all of the treats later.
Because everyone here was sitting like, how the fuck do we do this?
Well, I was either going to try to do something that Kayla knows wouldn't work,
Yeah, right?
or
You guys had a bunch of
End up
options, and I'm not giving you
breaking
any
it.
of them, but you guys had a bunch of options of shit that you could do here to make this stop. But
Yeah, like run.
My next plan
We
was
can't
to
outrun
levitate
him.
Into the air.
physically cannot outrun him.
well, the
But
thing
it's
is,
line of
if you
sight.
scatter, I have to pick one.
Yeah.
And then once either they're down or I'm incapacitated,
But didn't it
You
say
know.
within view?
Yeah.
So everybody
you
pick
just have
a
to break
tree.
line of sight. If
Just
you all
not-
would have went hide,
Jethro, from where you're standing, you can see Bastion look over at you through the trees and bark at you. Just kind
Stinger.
of, just kind of.
Okay, well,
Not helpful, but
so how do I see that Morzog's kind of calmed down?
Morzog has stopped struggling against his brother and is currently just like
tired.
laying there for a second.
Okay.
he would be
Big time.
exhausted. Yeah.
Currently, your entire body is sore
Oh,
as
yeah.
shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll come back into the area cautiously.
As part of it, you're not exhausted.
Oh,
I was-
But just from the whole thing,
yeah.
your whole body is just sore as fuck.
Oh yeah.
All right. What?
I'm gonna chuck a thing at him.
I thought you were looking at me like you were pissed at me. What'd I do? I didn't do anything. I am the innocent party here.
Okay, I wasn't annoyed at you before, but now I'm kind of annoyed because you are sure as fuck not the innocent party here.
Okay. Morzok has seemingly not. He has stopped struggling.
You want to talk about it?
I don't know nothing about it.
Jethro's gonna tie the friendship bracelet around Morzog's
Do-
wrist.
We believe him.
Roll inside check. For those
Shit.
who want to, you can roll an insight check.
Am I within hearing range of all this?
Yeah, where's no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's in the next campaign still.
Yeah.
She's teleported to the next campaign. She's not even anywhere.
Little does she know she's now in Power Rangers
Yeah.
in the year 2026.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Dino Charge. That shit happens.
Right?
E.T. looking Drew,
15.
motherfucker.
Right?
Cal,
What?
insight.
That's a solid 12.
Solid 12. You said you roll a what?
15.
Roll a deception or a persuasion. something.
I'm not lying.
Oh, yeah.
It-
sure.
He is not
Okay.
consciously lying.
Okay, then
I didn't mean to
Persuasion.
make you a paladin,
it's
but
it's
you're a
deception
paladin.
or persuasion.
No, that's
You
good.
pick. Don't tell me. Just roll.
I don't think either will matter because my fucking charisma
Okay.
is shot.
19.
19. Okay.
Hold on, let me see which one's better here. Not like it matters.
You rolled an nat 20.
Yeah, right? You're okay. 13.
13. From what you can tell, he seems just as oblivious as the rest of you.
Then yeah, I'm gonna secure the friendship bracelet around his wrist.
I was gonna say I didn't.
Jethro approaches your currently prone body and just fastens something there.
I'm just gonna look up and be like, "Did I kill you?"
A little bit. I got better. Thanks to
The dog approaches you and
I s-
touches his nose to the back of your hand,
He knows boobs.
and you feel
Nose
a
boobs.
warmth course across you, and you heal 20 health points.
Oh damn.
You
Okay.
stole Borkadin from me, just so you know.
Okay, so he's momentarily, not murdering people. So I'm gonna go speak with animals and say, what the fuck is up with you, Bastion?
But
new question.
whilst that happens, I would like to give Bastion some good scourges.
Oh yeah, he gets scratches, but what the hell, dude?
So you scritch him. He turns around and approaches you, one of your brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Next realization.
Zan?
This isn't a dog.
Touches him with his nose. Another light courses across him. And you hear him go, "Damn, I feel a lot better. Something happened whenever I got
Hurts so
scratched. I was not feeling too good."
If he touches the other one, does it heal his herpes?
Is the god.
It would.
Yeah, this is depending on what's.
The dog then sits. And you say you're casting Speak with Animals? Burning a
Kayla
lot
gotta
of
know.
Burning a lot of Speak with Animals.
He just did a whole lot of fucking shit that
Yeah.
a dog doesn't do, okay?
It's
Yeah.
true.
You
If
have
I were
animals.
to cast Speak with Animals with the loot as well, can I just be in that conversation?
Yes.
Okay. Then
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
So with a pluck of the few strings a little bit, just kind of like a, little tune, a piece of the...
No, that's when shit's about to
a
happen.
piece of the engraving that's on the loot that looks like two horses rearing up glows for a second and then disappears, and you have cast Speak with Animals. So you can hear Elrana, who was originally talking in like Borks and Yelps,
Mhm.
now speaking in what seems like plain English of
Common.
common of what the hell was that. Bastion looks at Elrana and says, "What was what?"
Really? You first you do a light show, and then you come up and boop him, and he is no longer freaking out and trying to murder me. And then you go up and help him, and then you go up and help Zan. What's up?
He was hurting,
Uh-huh.
and I made it not hurt anymore.
Uh-huh.
But how can you do that? How can you make it not hurt anymore, Bastion?
Proper questions. It matters.
I'm not sure. I just always been able to do that.
The cardboard bit.
I've just always been able to do it.
Inside check.
Yeah.
This
Same.
will-
I will also be making.
We're inside checking the
Sure.
dog.
Oh, nat 20.
Nice!
I'm gonna be every person in a movie theater for 2 seconds.
You
He didn't touch it.
Elrona, you're kind of weary on the answer. Jethro, you're gathering that like almost like that's what he believes, but you're not quite sure if it's, you know, correct.
Okay.
Bye.
First, I'm going to scourge Bastion.
Sure.
In between questions, I will be scourging.
Sure.
Standard.
Coaxing.
And I'm going to ask, how often do you do this? When was the last time you've done this to somebody who wasn't us?
His head tilts.
God, he's so cute.
A month ago?
It's so specific.
Well, at least
He says with a question mark.
Yeah.
So maybe give or
Dog
take.
months or
Give or take.
Is this what happened with the other party you were roaming around with?
What other party?
he said he was with some people and then he wasn't with some people and then now he's here.
Yeah.
That's what the original Speak with Animals that Oranda did
Yeah.
said.
Technically the first week. Oh, yeah.
We've spoken with this animal a lot.
It wasn't people. It was more like me.
Are you from this plane of existence?
Mm-hmm.
Doggy healers.
Does it fully understand the first plane of existence?
Which, that is an interesting thing. You mentioned plane of existence, which is a very complex theory for, that takes a lot of thing of like, describing the multiverse and how all the planes of existence weave together.
I'm gonna get this dog an amulet. Let's
he
speak
look-
with people.
He looks at you with a straight face and goes, "Yes."
No, but I want him to be able to when he wants to.
Oh, okay. I'll give him blue.
How old are you?
Do we
And see, I've seen some things where dog years isn't a linear; it's more of a curve in aging. It's not just 1 year old, you're 7.
Yeah.
Like after like the first 3 years, it kind of peters off into a.
His head tilts.
Do we actually have a Borkiden?
25?
Is that material plane years?
Because I had one in a campaign. I did a one shot.
Which a 25-year-old dog would be old as shit.
Yeah. If it existed, it would be.
This dog looks young as fuck. Like, he
So-
looks like in his prime,
And that's why
nice
I
and
think it was
fit. The no graying of his
He has
color,
still, like,
nice and
real
lush
paws.
fur.
And shit like that is so good.
Red
I have a
on
whole.
paws.
I did a whole stat block in everything for him.
Aura of Pupper.
Mhm.
All these things.
Oh, shit, I need that spell. I don't ever get that spell.
What spell?
Detect good and evil?
I mean, I could do that for free, I guess, but I'm not privy to the conversation, so
Yeah.
When I'm done with this, I'm gonna have you do that.
I require answers.
Is he a no? Wait. We've determined that I can talk back and forth. Actually,
Sure.
Yeah, you can flip the speech.
hey Garm, you're with gods and stuff, right?
Yeah, technically, sure.
Can you figure out if he's a celestial kind of thing?
Like good, evil, and different.
Yeah, divine
Good,
sense.
evil, can't tell.
Divine sense?
That's what that is.
Well, there's also
Good,
detect good and evil,
evil,
which does a
celestial,
different
good
thing.
boy.
But if you're
As an action, I can detect good and evil.
okay, what's the exact wording of divine sense?
As an action, you can detect good and evil until the end of my next turn, blah, blah, blah. And I can detect anything affected by the Hollow spell or know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover.
I
Okay.
thought it was Fey Fiend or Undead.
It's celestial, I believe.
Celestial fiend or undead.
Okay.
That is what this says.
So the detect good and evil, the spell is celestial, fey, fiend, undead.
Yeah.
So you approach like where
And it's free.
Elrana and Bastion are talking and let out this wave of
Sonar. Whoosh.
yeah, like it's almost like a sonar ping, just boom. It washes over the area. The piles of ash that you see have a dwindling undead, like it's an essence that's just fading away.
No more of these fuckers, is there?
And no, you don't detect anymore.
Okay, good.
And you look down at Bastion, and he has an aura of gold around him, and you pick up Celestial.
The Bastion's a celestial.
I want to enter puppy dog speech, be like, "You're celestial." You do.
Does that mean that you can speak common and you haven't been speaking common this entire time?
No.
Insight check?
Go ahead. Let's
Help
You
action.
have your phone.
Huh?
You have your phone.
Yeah.
Shit. He's been not checking it because I've sent multiple things at this
I know.
point. That's a solid 9 there, bud.
What?
That's a solid 9.
Hard to tell.
Yeah.
You're assuming he's truthful. I mean, it seems truthful.
You know.
I don't know what else to ask.
Me neither.
Do you have parents or family?
I think I did at one point.
Where are the others like you?
Gone.
Gone dead gone?
Or like gone from the
Somewhere.
Okay.
What? Ow.
Yeah, I think my attendance is up, so.
Probably.
Mine's 10 minutes as well, so.
Well, you started yours later, so you still have a
Immediately
little.
after.
You still have a little bit.
Ask another question. Take it what the fucking DM says.
Do you know anything more about what happened with Morzok?
There was something dark, like a shadow, but it wasn't at his feet. It was clinging to his chest. I just made it let go for a second.
For a second? So is it going to come back?
He looks over at Morzog, and you can see the eyes kind of squint a little bit. And he looks back at you. It's still there, but he's fine for now.
How can we keep this from happening next time?
Something needs to help let it go.
Are you the only one who can do that?
No.
I don't know. I don't know what else to ask.
You're
I mean,
going
it's
to
yours.
tail whip this
That's,
entire little diorama here.
I think
We're done anyway.
We get it once a day, but yeah, we can.
Do you tell me all of that?
Yeah, I fill everybody.
Awesome sauce. I am then going to go up to Morzog. I couldn't do this without having more information.
The dog kind of pads over to the lake and like looks around, sticks his head in the water,
He's the good boy.
I am
pulls
going
his head
to-
back up, and then starts licking from the pond.
I am going to go with him and do the same.
You stick your head in the water, and you notice there is nothing living in this pond.
Oh, is it a stagnant pond?
Like, yeah, like standing water.
Or is it a freshwater spring?
It's
difference?
there's no running water, so it'd technically be a stagnant pond, I think.
No, you can have a spring and not have
Yeah,
running
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
because it doesn't have to go
It's-
anywhere. It just soaks back into the ground, but
it's clear water.
it's constant.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
We'll say it's a spring because that actually makes more sense.
Yep.
Anyway,
He is drinking from
Uh,
it.
Blessing of dog. Whoosh.
And as
he's
much
celestial, so I wouldn't be poisoned anyway.
as much fun as I've had picking on my brothers this whole ride, and I think everyone needs to owe them a thank you or an apology, because without them, I think you all may have been in trouble.
Yeah, we'll get to that. I go up to you. I go up to you. You almost killed me, so I think you owe me this. Stay still.
And I just, from the pond, you did kill me.
Obviously not well enough.
And I touch him.
Okay.
And ooh, hold on. Nope, it actually makes more sense. Dispel magic.
On.
His chest, because that's what I know.
Okay, so she casts Dispel Magic on you.
Bastion, anything?
Is my speak with animals still up?
No, it'd be dissipated by
Damn
now.
it.
I would imagine he could nod or shake his head. He understands me.
He looks over at you, looks at Morzog, goes back to licking.
Damn it!
What the
Just
hell was
burned
that
the
for?
spell for nothing. Well,
He
he
gets
filled
done-
you in
He
on what
gets done
happened.
drinking the water and then
Yeah.
jumps into the water.
I
Yeah.
follow.
Why does it say good Neil doesn't give me anything new, does it?
What? From the...
On me.
Yeah, you don't pick up anything.
What, I don't count as good? Fuck you.
Well, it's celestials.
I know.
He filled you in on what Bastion said.
Well, yeah.
So,
I'll say I filled in the whole party. I don't
Yeah.
know where everybody is, but
he said
Yeah,
that
have
there
you
was...
come out of hiding, by the way?
yeah, we're
No.
She can hear everything. She doesn't care.
I actually yelled in the direction the note isn't to just
Yeah,
fill in
yeah.
the note because I
Yeah.
have no fucking
Yeah,
clue.
He said that there was something dark clinging to your chest. So I tried to make it go away, but apparently what I did didn't do anything.
I mean, I don't feel anything.
You sure as heck felt something a bit ago.
Felt
You're
my
now not hidden
dying
anymore.
breath.
Nope, I'm coming out.
It seems like he's not murdering anyone anymore?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, come on.
She walks out. What you guys do to piss Morzog off?
I'm also gonna apologize to the brothers and start prestidigitating. You know, cleaning up blood and all that jazz.
I don't apologize for shit. I was never mean.
The twins have just been kind of listening to your guys' conversation, trying to piece together what exactly it was that was going on.
I clean.
You clean them up, and they just kind of look at you with a thanks.
Thanks for helping him not murder me.
Anytime.
I respect a fantastic grapple.
Don't we all?
I mean, that used to be like our pastime as children.
No.
Right?
We
so-
always got too rowdy for the house and got told to take it outside.
That ain't the fucking truth. R.U.L.E.
No one needs to know my history. Leave it alone.
I'm gonna.
Well,
You said they're ashes.
yeah, all those creatures, they are
I'm
ash.
taking a fucking look. I'm
Make
looking.
it her.
Okay.
I need to make sure.
Double, triple, quadruple check.
Okay, so
You
you
know,
head over to
standard.
a pile of the ashes,
I'm just like.
pick it up. Ashes.
Dead as fuck. Got it.
Yep.
I blow the ashes away with Druidcraft. Takes me a little bit because it's just Druidcraft, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can help.
I just mold earth and bury the ashes.
that works.
Alright. Your question's a pain in the ass. The question with the dog isn't gonna get answered. Third fun new question. Why are these fucking here? These are bad.
It's a very valid question.
And if I had to guess, it's
Yeah,
the
sure.
result of all the fucking fallout in the wasteland around here. I mean, they're not gonna openly roam the wasteland. They've probably picked somewhere dark where they can hunt their prey easier than just wandering out in the vast that we were in.
Yeah, but these aren't just,
They came
existing.
they
They're
came
made by
from-
something.
from every direction.
Mm-hmm.
And you said there's loggers in the area somewhere?
Well, should be. Most of the time they're closer to Rosanna, but
The loggers usually stay along the tree
Sure.
line if anywhere. Like even
none of them very very rarely do they venture far
whether
enough.
it's on this side or more toward Rosona itself. Which honestly, this side, the side in which you guys came in from, would be easier for them to do anything
But it's further
because the
away
other
from
side is the
everything.
barbed fields.
Yeah. But this side, they're further away from everything, so they have to make do with what they have. So
Yeah, you guys, whenever you came in, just had not happened to encounter a camp of loggers. So
are we gonna make camp and rest here? Are we gonna push through and get out of here?
Zan stands up and goes, "Yep," because
Ow.
I think I dislocated something, and you hear it. Ow!
Yeah, pop it back in. Stop pulling your bar trick. You're fine.
Oh, pull your bar trick, and he walks away.
If it raises an eyebrow with that statement. Very
Popping your shoulder out of socket for bar money.
I write that down in my notebook.
Genius idea.
$1 million idea. Maim yourself
I can help.
for money. Morzok can help.
That's fair.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Don't
I
apologize. It
can't
shows
make the
weakness.
start
Yeah.
of insurance fraud.
Yeah. So we dome.
Well, I'm sure as shit not going anywhere.
Kayla's like, I am so hurt.
I'm gonna go take a dip in the water, and by that I mean literally stay in the water until it's time to come out.
Yeah. Because you can do that.
Yes, I can.
Because you can just breathe water.
Yes, I can.
So
Amphibious.
Alright,
you literally just like drop into the pool and like you're near invisible because of the color of the water plus the color of your skin. Like the only thing that that details that you're there is the armor and your hair
My eyes.
and your eyes. Well, I would assume that you would like do the whole like and like close your eyes.
Eventually, yeah.
So
Yeah.
the
Oh,
dog
I popped my head back up. If you need me, just splash the water. I'm gonna go back down.
the dog swims right past you.
Yeah, Bastion is still in the water.
Yeah.
Is he swimming? Is he diving beneath and staying under an unnaturally
He does a
long amount
little
of time?
bit. He like
Okay.
gets under for like a split
It's like,
second.
Splash wee.
You
So
you
none
see
of them.
him kind of look at you with almost like a smile, and then he comes back up and just paddles away.
It's a good boy.
He's a good boy.
He eventually comes out and like shakes himself off and yawns.
Prestidigitation. Dog style.
I'm just standing over here.
Goes back into the
second
water.
form, so I have so many fucking questions.
Can you
questions?
cast Speak with Animals on another person to make them understand animals?
Yes? Question mark?
I don't know.
Is it a self or a touch?
It
Hold
Maybe
on,
so.
hold on, hold on. I'm just...
Oh, I haven't tangled.
And I have no real access to good answers.
What questions you got, bud?
Nope, self.
Okay.
Name.
I'd assumed it was.
Somehow the celestial dog gave me more answers.
So you guys create your dome.
That I can't even understand.
Everybody, everybody piles in.
You seem a bit salty about it there, Gar.
You want to talk to the dog, Garth?
Like your translator to the, but...
Just out of curiosity, who's going to take watch?
Not me.
Oh, first.
I'll go last.
I'll go in the middle.
I took some damage, so I'm not going to take first.
I'm hella sus of you, by the way.
I don't blame you one bit.
I took a big fat 0 damage, so.
Who's
the
taking
entire
first?
thing?
Yeah, no.
Okay. Okay.
I guess I should the thing
That's
out,
awesome.
so I
I
can
died.
do it.
And then
Might as well take
Garm wants to go third. So, Morzok, go ahead and make a perception check for your mate. Watch.
I'm fucking adamant about taking watch.
That's a fat 5 on a nat 1.
Solid.
Right? I'm tired. I got a lot of shit on my mind. I'm not really paying
Yeah,
attention.
your mind is too pulled in different directions.
Yes.
You're wondering what the dream you had was and what it means for you in the future. And I know.
Trying to decide on whether or not I want to kill Garm.
And I wanted to end this on a good narrative, so just give me a second. Your mind is pulled to the deal you made in your dream, and the fact that the dog did some weird shit today, and how in the world you went to blind rage in the matter of a split second, almost ending multiple of your friends. It really distracts you from actually keeping a watch outside in the woods, to the point of basically not taking
Yeah,
watch
like
at all.
I'm just spaced off, staring at the stars kind of thing.
Thankfully, the dog is sitting there, and he doesn't see anything.
Yeah, puppers. I will thank the puppers for his help today
He
as
accepts
I
your,
go around.
he accepts your thanks, and you head off to bed, switching places. Please don't trip and fall.
Which is better.
And switch places with Note.
Ooh, there you go.
Want to do an investigation?
Huh?
Wait, what am I
Perception.
doing?
Perception.
Plus
Let me
6.
see if the dog can revive.
23.
23.
Take me out again.
You
No.
look out. You can hear
But no one else
the
knows
sounds of
anything about that, so I gotta figure out
odd
what to do with
entities,
that.
weird
Last year you didn't fill us in.
No.
weird
No one
calls
knows.
and
No
jitters
one
that
knows.
you
Yeah,
that
no
are
one knows the
some of them
name.
are familiar, others
Morzog's a
not
very
so much.
inclusive person. He's very.
But nothing comes within your vicinity. So thankfully, you won't get to meet whatever is making those sounds.
Your turn.
Come on. As you
Yuck.
stand watch, go ahead and make a perception check.
10.
Still better than mine.
Okay.
That's true.
I nat one that bitch. I was not paying attention.
Can you make
That's
a?
why it's a 10.
Can you make a? I'll say a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Okay.
As you feel my axe into the back of your. No.
What?
You've been semi-good to me so far. That was a fucking trip and a half. I failed. I bet you money. 7.
As you sit there taking watch,
From a 19 to a 3 real quick.
Damn.
the dog is sitting next to you, and every now and again he'll do the whole like he'll lay down, then he'll get up as he hears something, then he lays back down. You start yawning.
Before we continue.
And you can- what?
It doesn't matter.
What?
Do I get my stuff back?
Huh?
Do I get my stuff back?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, long rest. You get your stuff back.
You start yawning, and you can feel your eyes getting heavy, and they droop a little bit, and you feel them close for a second. And as soon as you realize, like, hey, I'm sleeping, can't be doing that, your eyes open, you hear a voice. You hear, this used to be beautiful once. The Wasteland, not so bad, filled with lush forests. The towns of gorgeous architecture and people everywhere. But I guess that's not the case anymore, huh?
Am I awake?
You are seemingly. You seem to be awake.
I'm just like, what the fuck?
You look over,
Is that
and where the
action?
dog was sitting is a man. His hair is the color of like gold shavings that drape down past his eyes before they curl. He wears a black tunic that the lapels that are pulled aside have little fabric of red, and he long brown leather breeches that end in boots that have intricate etching work across the top of them. A solid white ivory cape with gold latches drapes across and kind of curls around him almost like a blanket. But what you see in his hand that he's twirling, he's got one finger on the point of it and the other on the handle just spinning it, is the handle of a sword. A broken sword. And he looks at you with eyes the color of eyes the color of an emerald gemstone. Looks at you straight in the face and goes, "Man, how times have changed." And that is where we're going to end the episode. We will pick this up next week as questions have arisen and weird shit has gone down. The party makes their way to Risona to check in on the health and safety of Dacogrim Shatterstep. We will find out what happens. This has been Dex Save, and we will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.